Show. I'm your host, Joseph. Alongside me, the two best co-hosts a boy can ask for. We already have a guess from Light about what this game could be from just the still alone. We're guessing the game. Join us as we do so. Light, what do you think this first game is?
Grounded?
I think that's an excellent guess.
Yes.
Come on, Grounded. Oh,
What? Man,
That's
I was so
crazy.
sure
That was
too.
a really good
That
guess.
was.
I was so sure.
Shit, it's a 90.
That's
Huh.
not. Is that a Helldivers logo?
No,
It looks like a-
Helldivers didn't score that high.
Parachute.
Yeah.
It can
Is
pop
this
now.
is this a Metal Gear Solid 5?
You could try that. That's not a bad guess. I gotta start writing as always, every week I forget to write the show. Like we're live post.
No,
Silly
not
me.
the Phantom. Yeah, the Phantom Pain. Nope. Damn.
Nope.
PS4.
PS4 platform. What's this one?
-1.
Fighter? Something fighter?
Yeah.
Could it be Resogun?
No.
No, right, yeah.
No.
No, that's what am I thinking?
-1. Oh, Silk
Minus
Cannon.
one.
So Silk Cannon can't help us because he's all caught up. He's done them all. He told us in the Discord. But
Yep.
Silk Cannon says he got it on the next one. So let's
Oh.
skip it and let's see if we get
Okay.
Okay. Astrobot. I was gonna say Astrobot. I was like, oh, it got higher. I wasn't thinking of PSVR.
Wait.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Yep.
Rescue?
PSVR
The VR one?
mission. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What?
Nice. Would have gotten
Oh.
it there. Would have
Never would have guessed it.
God, if only we could play that in VR too, you know?
Man, make that. It would make me regret selling it.
Okay. Oh jeez. That's a severed limb right there.
Anyone need a hand?
Ah.
Oh.
Hey. Hi Katie.
Katie, what up? Everybody coming in, thank y'all for doing so. Kyle had some last minute stuff he had to do with the Indie Game Awards.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh-wee,
We
very
put our
excited.
collective vote in,
Nice.
so you know. Surprisingly calm. We didn't argue a whole lot over every
Oh,
category.
really?
Wow.
Game of the year
Alright.
took the longest, as it probably will for
Should.
everyone else, but I legit have no idea. With this one.
I have no idea.
I'm just gonna guess Lollipop Chainsaw.
That's a good guess. I was gonna say Dead Rising.
No fucking shit.
Whoa!
Are you?
Are you cheating, Kyle
I
Stevenson?
swear on everything, I am not cheating.
Alright.
What? Okay.
That's such a good guess, dude.
All right. Cool. No one's gonna believe me, but listen, I swear. That's
Okay.
wild. Katie. Kyle's still not cheating. He's cheating.
Oh,
Hey, Sonny.
goodness gracious. Hey, Sonny, my good
Hello.
pal.
What's
Who
going on?
cannot be in the sun, we found out.
Hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Are you a vampire?
First question I asked as well.
Do you
No.
sparkle?
He actually, it's more like he beiges.
This is the skin of a killer, Bella. Okay, this is not right, but just maybe it will spark some thought. Little Nightmares.
Let's
There's
go
like a
for it.
section in Little
Yep.
Nightmares where you're like in a factory.
Let's go for it. Nope. I like the guess though. 82. Got a little skeleton dude. Ooh. I think I have an idea.
Okay.
What was the Tomb Raider game that is like a twin stick?
Oh, I thought it was just Tomb Raider Go.
No,
Right?
that's more puzzly. That would have puzzle spots.
Fair enough.
What was it? Tomb Raider. That didn't help. Let's just do Curse of the Sword.
I was gonna say Curse of
It
the
i-
Sword.
Okay, it is Tomb Raider. What was that one?
Chronicles.
Chronicles? Sure, let's go Chronicles. Nope. I can.
I've literally played one Tomb Raider game, so I have no help.
I know the game. I've.
Which Tomb Raider did you play?
The reboot ones, the first one of the reboot ones.
That's a very
Same.
good video game.
I had a lot
Very
of fun
good
with it.
video. I should go into the second one, but because I heard the second one's, as the kids say, peak.
Okay.
Second one's great. Third one, I don't think I ever finished.
I hear that one's like a sizable step back.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with light, but I don't see it here. Isn't it like Child of Light or something? This is gonna make me mad. Third one, Katie says third one had some issues on release also. Okay.
Okay, there you go.
I don't know. Let's just do adventures. It's literally something light. What if I just put in Tomb?
I hate tombs. That's also what I got.
Tombs.
See, for these, can I say something really brave?
Mm-hmm.
If we get this wrong, we shouldn't count it as us getting it wrong.
Can one of you type in Tomb Raider light and see what pops up?
I got you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do I have to add Lara Croft in the front? Oh my god, it's Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light.
No,
See,
okay.
like that, you know.
There.
There
You
you go.
got it.
There you go.
The one time they don't put Tomb Raider in the title of the fucking game.
Yeah, why wouldn't they? That doesn't make any sense.
I always just assumed it was.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see what you're doing here.
Giant potion.
Yeah. I have an idea, but I'm gonna skip.
Okay.
Oh, that's helpful.
I no longer have an idea.
Is that a health bar? A giant
Luke,
health bar?
I fucking curse all the time. I just.
Yeah. What's he saying?
He says I've never heard
You've never
Kyle
heard-
cuss this much. First of all, who uses cuss?
I'm a
Cuss.
bad influence.
Yeah.
Yes,
what
you
is-
are, right? No, I curse all the time. It just.
We had to convince my daughter to start saying flippin' and flip because she was walking around the house saying fuck every other sentence today.
Oh, it's so cute.
It's been fun. It's been fun. Let me tell you.
That would be my kid.
Let's skip again. Jesus, arcade.
My kid is gonna be saying like, "F this, F that."
It's and her her inflection and the way she uses it is so accurate. It's
Oh.
just so bad.
She hits the K sound really hard. I
The girl
love
who
it.
cannot say a sound to save her life can say it perfect inflection.
Oh no, my kid's gonna say "bitch" all the time. God, it's my favorite curse word. It just sounds so good. It's like scratching an itch. Ooh.
Branches.
I'm just gonna put this out
I hate
there.
these that are like before Metacritic. Those games didn't exist to me.
Okay, it's not a Golden Axe game. 1998.
It looks Egypt mummy. There's a
Yeah.
I was gonna s-
genie?
Yeah, I was.
What the?
Could we
frick is that?
do? Could we do? A Persona game, Shin Megami Tensei Persona.
That's not an arcade game.
Never mind. Oh, this was an
No, we
arcade
can't.
game.
This is an arcade game.
Level
Okay.
14.
Yeah, only arcade or original platforms arcade.
Bro, come on with this obscure crap. You know?
Still Canon didn't even get it.
Oh wow. Okay, then you know what? Let's skip it. It's still canon didn't.
I
We're
feel
not going
like
to.
I've played this video game. I feel like it's Golden Axe. They're the four. Hold on.
Did you guess Golden Axe?
Yeah, I did.
And it said not Golden Axe.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh, this is gonna make me. It's gonna make me upset. All right, let's skip
See,
it.
this is just
Let's
this
skip
is
it.
a humble loss.
Gauntlet. That was the other one.
Fuck.
Yeah,
It doesn't count.
no.
Yeah, that doesn't count. If it's an arcade game, I'm sorry.
We got 2 left.
Does not count.
Gauntlet
That
is what I
industry-
was thinking of when I put in Golden Axe.
Yeah.
I have a lean.
Yoshi and the Woolly Yoshi.
That's legit. Woolly World was what I had.
Yeah, okay, Woolly World. There you go. Woolly World.
Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World?
Sure.
Nope.
Nope.
Then Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Oh, no. This is Mario and Rabbids.
Oh.
That's
was
a
good.
barrier.
That's
Oh
good.
my god, like they're so much
Nice
fun.
job, Joe.
Nailed it.
Thank you.
What up,
Redemption
Matt
for the
Pugh in
last time.
chat? What's up, guys? First time making it to the
Hello.
live podcast.
Ooh,
Welcome.
what up,
Welcome.
Matt? Look at you.
Oh, that would have helped. That one.
Yeah,
for sure.
that one. All right, last one.
My last one, and then we're gonna get into this show.
And
There's
we're
so much to
perfect, by the
discuss.
way. We have not failed once.
We have not failed.
That count. Oh, you're
over
Red
there.
Arrow.
What's
All
up?
right, respect, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm thinking horror game.
Why am I
I'm
thinking
thinking-
somehow?
Yeah, I'm thinking post-apocalypse horror,
Mhm,
something
mhm.
like that.
Hello, William.
Oh, hello, William Jameson.
Did you skeet it out, Joe, by the way?
I skeeted, yeah. I skeeted on mine, and I skeeted on the trophy rooms.
Okay.
I think when you skeet multiple times, it's called blowing a load.
Jesus Christo.
All right.
Just can't. I'm not mature enough for this shit. Hello, William.
Oh, here's a good time to ask. T, how do we spell your name? I spell it like it's Ronald Reagan, but I minus the R and put in a T. Does that work? Or is it
It's
2 E's?
Teeegan.
All right, been doing it
So-
wrong this whole time.
When I was a kid, because I was real cool as a child, I would say it like Tigger says his name, T-I-double-G-R. I would say T-double-E-G-A-N.
Oh, that's
Mm,
cool. No, I like that.
I was a
That's
cool
wonderful.
cat as a kid.
Yeah. Oh, and, like you would like approach it like you're a tiger, like you're jumping out of the tree, bouncing on the tail. Yeah.
All right.
Railgun.
This is an Xbox game. I need help. I don't.
Lost
Excalibur.
Planet. Or
Lost Planet.
All the E's. Hey, Reese.
there was a Fantasy Star game.
Let's do Lost
Uh,
Planet first. It's
okay.
not Lost Planet. Deck building.
Third person.
Oh,
strategy.
what was it? What was that game that was gonna get a reboot from Xbox and then they canceled it?
KOTOR?
No, not KOTOR.
That hurt. That hurt when you said
What
it.
was it? Phantom something?
Phantom Liberty? Nope.
Phantom.
Yep, that's
Dust.
it.
There you go. I got you.
Yeah, Phantom Dust. Yeah, there it
Oh
Hey.
shit! Good one, Kyle.
is. Nice.
I would never have thought.
I didn't know this is what this game looked like.
Neither did I.
All I knew is there was cards in it.
That's fucking dope.
Look at that.
Hmm.
Hey.
Xbox.
I will say, I've said it once, I'll say it a million times. This game makes me feel like a fake gamer. Every time.
I'm just old and
Thanks,
I've been
dude.
around.
what have I even played?
Uh-oh.
I'm like, I know 5 games really well and breathing, and that's about it. Oh, goodness gracious.
I would have students who would always be like, "Oh, you're a gamer. What games do you play?" You know, the typical. So I would just say my go-to Skyrim, whatever. And then he would come in and he would quiz me with like the most obscure shit, like lore. And I was like, "Dude, I don't freaking know. I don't freaking know. I have my battle mage with my healing in one hand and my axe in the other, and Foos Roda. I don't know what to tell you. That's all I got.
You want me to give you the fucking timeline?
I'm not giving you the rundown.
Do you
I
even
cry
know
every
the
time the
fucking
music
timeline?
plays. That's all I need.
I don't even know what the guy in the fucking cart tells you in the beginning. Been a minute, friend. What?
So those people, I turned it around on them. I was like, well, did you read the novel? Did you read the novel that leads into the game?
No, next time, if that ever happens, because, I play fake fights in my head that will never
Sure.
happen, ever.
Same.
So next time, if that ever happens to me, I'm gonna be like, clearly you're not if you don't know who I am. And then they're gonna ruminate. I'm nobody.
fuck.
I'm nobody. But they don't need to know that.
Yeah.
They don't need to know
that's
that.
nice.
And then they're gonna be like, who was that? What? Why do I not know who that is? And then it's gonna bother them for the rest of their lives.
That's right. Oh, what's your gamer tag? Well, how many fucking points you got? Fucking dweebs. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, I hate that. I hate that. I would lean over. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to get laid here, dude. What are you doing trying to set us both back? This is Econ 101, man. Jessica's right next to me.
Jessica.
That was my first crush in elementary school. Yep.
I was like, such a random name.
Yeah. Never forget. Never had a chance.
out to
Never
Jessica.
spoken to her.
Shout out to Jessica.
Hope you're doing good, dude. Doing good.
Would you like to start the show now?
Yeah, sorry, I was thinking of an alternate timeline.
Anyway, chat, we'll see you in 16 seconds.
Oh, wait, no longer. Greatness has arrived. Welcome to episode 404 of The Trophy Room, a PlayStation podcast made by the players for the players. I'm your host, Joseph, aka Mr. Badbit, and it is here where me and my two best pals talk about the latest, the greatest in all things PlayStation. Of course, this week, we chat about our own Platy Awards, a new Sony handheld that's in the works. From Software's parent company is the one who started the chats about the acquisition, apparently. Shuhei Yoshida is leaving PlayStation and so much more as we do it live each and every single Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on youtube.com/PS Trophy Room and audio services the very next day after. Alongside me, the greatest co-host whoever is, whoever will be, who's been keeping a secret from us, but he won't share.
Nope.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Too soon.
Too
Mr.
soon.
Kyle Stevenson, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well. I'm very tired. I'm happy that now I'm officially off until next Monday
Ooh,
because of
good for
American
you.
Thanksgiving. So I get to
Right,
sleep
real
in
Thanksgiving.
and.
Are you gonna
Sure.
go Black Friday shopping?
No, I've never gone Black Friday shopping in my entire life.
Like, have you ever have you gone to Black Friday? Like, have you participated?
I used to participate in Black Friday. Now that's stupid
Really?
and they don't do anything fun anymore. But you
Nothing
used to
fun.
go to Target. If you got there on Thanksgiving night, by the way, they started their deals on
Yeah.
Thanksgiving night. I would get there at like 10 p.m. and the doors would open at like 11 or something. They would have DVDs for like $1.
Yep.
Like newer DVDs too. It was so good. It was so good. So worth it. And
Yeah.
then the malls would be open all night and we would go as a family. It was so fun.
We used
Now
to be
it's
a
like-
proper country.
I know. We used to trample people for TVs. What happened to us?
I worked one Black Friday at GameStop where I worked a 9 p.m. Thanksgiving night shift till 1 p.m. the next day.
Oof.
That sucked.
Yeah.
That was bad.
I worked
I
at
just-
American Eagle one Black Friday and never again.
I
Never
remember
again.
my only Black Friday I worked at GameStop from 11 to 9 a.m. So 11 at night, 9 a.m. And that's the reason why I remember it is the day I got Marty. So rest in peace, King. That said, though, I can't get the image of like just sucker punching an old lady for an off-brand Bravia. You know?
I can say I never did that, but I was a fiend for those DVD racks. Let me tell you.
Fair.
And the clothes.
I'm gonna go hard on
Mhm.
Blu-rays and stuff this week.
Oh, yeah.
Just because my stores aren't carrying them anymore, so I'm gonna
Mhm.
pick up whatever I can. Also, just a reminder: if you're a horror movie fan out there, go watch the movie Thanksgiving this week. It's great. It's a good
Ooh,
time.
okay. Should.
All right. I
It's-
shall.
The in-laws are coming in. We should all watch this together.
It's essentially like the aftermaths of what happened at a Black Friday Walmart opening.
Oh,
Okay.
I like that.
And someone becomes like a ghost face scream like Michael Myers character after that, and It's great.
I
Like
love
that.
that. I'm hooked. Let's do it.
It's like
Yeah.
a comedy. It doesn't take itself seriously. It's like it's very
Mhm.
good.
Speaking of, I actually I would go to Black Fridays with my friends, but it was just an excuse for us to get McDonald's and just watch the aftermath of a Black Friday.
Sure.
So we're going in there, we're just like, let's just see what's broken. let's see the cops, and they're gonna regale us with a story, you know? Very lame. I get it. Listen, here's a starter question from Tootie Effin Fruity, who writes in, relatively new listener, and sorry if you haven't touched on this in the past, but how into trophy hunting are you guys? Do you actively try and platinum every game you play, or do you only plat games that you like? Now, I have the golden rule, because this is a great question. I have the golden rule. I only platinum a game if I really love the game. I'm not the type of trophy hunter who's like, every single game I must play. I gotta love it. But I will say, I think it hurts my experience a little bit when I try to laser focus in on a trophy list. I want to go to you, like, because this is a question I've been honestly meaning to ask you. How
Mhm.
into trophies are you? Don't worry, it's just the namesake. You could be like, I don't care about them in the slightest.
So I used to be much more into achievement hunting because
Okay.
I was an Xbox girly until fairly recently, actually. So I was into achievement hunting besides the difficulty ones. If there's difficulty achievements, I never got those just because
Okay.
I could not be bothered.
Same.
Like Gears of War, for example, I got every trophy or every achievement, but I did not want to do the hardest difficulty. Now I probably could, but at that moment I was like, no, I don't want to.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know if
So I used to be very into it, and then I started my channel, and now I just don't have time really to do that because when I'm
Yeah.
gaming, it's for work. But I did recently platinum Red Dead Redemption 2, which kind of
That
like
was
reignited my wanting to get the platinums on games because now I'm
nice.
like, okay, that was really satisfying.
It
So
feels
I
real
would,
nice. Yeah.
I for a while when I started my channel, I was just platinuming games that I really loved.
Yeah.
But now I'm kind of wanting to still only platinum games that I really love, but actually focus on platinuming them, not
Yeah.
just kind of passively getting them. But what is time anymore? I don't
Yeah.
have any of it.
Yeah, I mean, you're a mom too.
I
You
miss
gotta,
those days. I love
yeah.
my child, but sometimes I look back at the life I had and the time I had, and I'm like, who is that person? She
You
does
look
not
at the
exist
shelf of what
anymore.
could be trophies. You took so
She
much
does
out of
not
me,
exist
kid.
anymore. Yeah, so I would say I guess I'm not like a super trophy hunter, but I do
Yeah.
enjoy hunting trophies.
Kyle Stevenson,
Hi.
you have the allure.
I
You have
do.
the fever.
I do.
You got the itch.
I do.
Maybe even the sickness.
Sure.
Talk about it.
Uh, the sickness is not as bad. I have not gone
All right.
full sicko mode in a while. Maybe that will change now that I have three days off. Who knows? When it comes to platinuming, I will try to platinum every game. If it's in a franchise or something I'm really looking forward to, I will look up that trophy guide to see if I need to beat it at a certain difficulty or whatnot, or any like bug trophies that I have to keep on the lookout. But I'll do that beforehand, and if during it I'm not feeling it, then I just completely forget about it.
Yeah.
But like the way I play games is I scour every inch of the map for collectibles, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Because my OCD is like, I want that number to be complete, like 45 out of 45 or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same thing with like Borderlands 2 and 3. I forgot which one it was, but you had to like uncover every section of the map or something like that. Or maybe that wasn't an official trophy, and that's just a trophy I had in my own mind.
Yeah.
It's just
Definitely did similar things for Skyrim.
exactly, just unfog every corner, because that's kind of how I play my game. So,
Yeah.
and plus with work or whatever, it's been tough to really sit down and platinum stuff. So
I've been thinking about that. I'm like, because like work and life is going to be a lot busier next year, and I'm like, I think about the one day I have a little bit running around. I'm like, those days are going to be long behind me. I got to really soak in the time I got right now, you know,
And
or maybe just give up on finding love. I don't know.
but that's when you'll find it. That's the way it
yeah,
works.
Yeah, exactly.
the Jessica timeline. We got to pull you back out. You're still in there.
Jessica randomly finds you. Do you remember me from school?
4th grade art class.
For those listening, that's a pre-show joke. So go watch the
That's a
pre-show over on
Watch
YouTube.
the pre-show.
Exactly.
I hate when games force you to replay the game though. Like when there is a trophy for like
Yep.
New Game Plus or whatever.
Mhm.
I don't like. I enjoy replaying games eventually, but I don't want to replay them right away. And when you force me to replay your game, I now have no interest because I don't like being told what to do. So
Yes.
don't make me replay your game. Let me get all of this one time. So if I see that, I'm automatically like, no, I'm not trophying this
Yep.
game, or I'm not platinuming this game.
Mhm.
100%. I'm the same way. I still have like Miles Morales on the PS4 version, like halfway to complete on New Game Plus because I'm like, this is a now this is a chore
Mhm.
where you're making me do. I love
Yeah.
this game, but it's like, all right.
I would
shit.
love for it to be more of a focus of like, if you want to have that as a trophy, cool. Make that a DLC trophy where it doesn't count
Yes.
as the main platinum.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If you want an extra gold or something, cool. Go do a New Game Plus. But like, don't make me
Mhm.
force me to do it.
I will say, because I used to be a little bit of a achievement sicko when I owned a 360. The one thing that I do like about achievements is probably the only thing I like about achievements more than trophies is that I never feel like I have to 100% it. Like it'll show like I think Diablo was a really good example for me. No, Red Dead original because I had like 85 to 90% and in my head I was like, that's good enough and I was able to go to the next game. Or a trophy I'd be like, I'm so close to that platinum. Like
Mhm.
so close to that Veilguard platinum. I gotta do every side mission. You know, it's one of those things. It's I don't know.
I also miss on Xbox in the good old days when you could unlock things for like your avatar. So like you would get an achievement and you would
Rip
get like
avatars.
the
Yeah.
the Dovahkiin helmet or whatever. Like those were the cutest little things. I freaking love those. I love those.
Mhm.
That is a very good point for like whenever someone asks us like, what do you want PlayStation to do with their trophies? I would love to have that. Some sort of like customization thing for our profile or like
Yeah.
the background or whatever.
You gotta be careful because now they're just gonna be NFTs.
I know, exactly.
You know, they're the PlayStation Stars shelf.
That's totally fair.
Great question, 2D and Fruity.
Oh come on,
Love you.
say the whole thing.
Are we 5 minutes into the show? Yeah, 2D fucking Fruity.
There you
Thank
go.
you. All right, a little bit of housekeeping before we get on into this week's show. Of course, our community day is happening this Saturday coming up. Times have changed because someone, I don't know who, we're going to find out who did this. Someone hit my car, my pa and I, he's like, you don't need to spend it like $1,000 repainting this car. We can do it together. But his only day off is on Saturday. So we're going to try to buff out the scratches on this bad boy. Knowing my father, he's going to end up breaking something. Nonetheless, that's moved our community day back a little bit. Still on November 30th, but this time it's going to start at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be around 3-4 hours. We're going to try to get a feeling of like what y'all are into, what games should we play, and just kind of get a feel as I want to do more of these in the future. And I think this could be a nice little test for us all. That said, the games that we're thinking about playing, Fall Guys, Fortnite. I bought Phasmophobia off PlayStation Stars.
I got to do that
That's
now.
right. That's right. Rocket League, Among Us, Helldivers 2 for Democracy, Worms, Jackbox, Hot Wheels Unleashed, and Walkabout Mini Golf.
Oh.
So get those games downloaded. And if you got any suggestions, head on over to the Discord channel where there's over 400 plus of you over there talking about PlayStation, chatting amongst yourselves. Green Gorilla Gamer, one of our great mods, he's running this whole event. So make sure you DM him if you have any more questions. And then last but not least, we got new merch and it's selling out. That's what I was told to say legally. And our episode 400 special edition tees. We got a whole bunch of really cool stuff that literally was just made last week. So go check it out, head on over and support the show and look good doing it. And speaking about supporting the show, head on over to patreon.com/PS Trophy Room. It's Thanksgiving, gosh darn it. And what about giving a little thanks by our way? Nah, that was a bad pitch. Whatever. Patreon.com/PS Trophy Room. The reason why we look so great, sound so good. Yeah, you know what? Just stick to the original. Pitch sounds great. Patreon.com/PS Help support the show. I want to thank our newest members, Enchanted Go at the Platinum tiers. I want to thank our premium producers, Todd Burwitz and Toxic. I want to thank our Platinum members, JC, Jedi Master, and Cowboy Danger D, Jonas Young, The Green Gorilla Gamer, Chaotic Monkey, Ryuko Kill 90, Steven Flesh, Shubles and Bits, Aaron Bertos Maximus, Tommy, Chris, Hybrid 748, Matt Valdez, Silk Cannet, Decimine, Mitchell Gramling, Mike Thomas, and the Enchanted Goat. You might be asking, did Aaron say to pronounce his name that way, or did you just do it? I just did it. And Aaron, if you want me to change it,
Always wondered that.
let me know, and I will ignore your requests. Gold members, Cypher Primus, Dawes Simon the Pie Man, Jesse Garcia, JB the Purple Monkey, Hyde Indoors, Katie, Kevin Mitchell, Kevin Diaz, Marcus O'Neill, Rare Arrow, Aegis Hermit, Androsaur, Astronaut Jr., The Winter Gamer, Stingray X, Robbie Bobby Miller himself, Brenton Zachary, Final Fan XZ, Hambone, JD Dillinger, Stone Cold E.T., Tino Six Speed, N. Johnson, Sean McKenzie, Rick Arrington Solo, Matthew King, Duh Overlord, Dewane Raksha, Drellish, Rick Davis, Steph Midler, Samuel Nestling, Maximum Carnage, The Big G, and Lord Commander Suddy. The reason why we look so good, sound so great, is because of your generosity over at patreon.com/PS So if you ever got you through a long car ride, a tough day at work, ooh, here's the thing I should have added. Or we helped you survive Thanksgiving against your uncle that feels really entitled all of a sudden. Please, patreon.com/PS really does help us out. It's the reason why, you don't hear a Manscaped ad in here. But, Dr. Squanch, I'll take your money, Dr. Squanch. Tried the new bar of soap. I can't say if I love it because, again, they're not paying me. But if you want to know what I think about the Ravenclaw scented soap, I'm just saying I'm your man.
Are you a Ravenclaw?
I am a Ravenclaw. What about you?
Same.
Yes! Kyle, let me guess. Gryffindor?
I am.
Dork.
Anyway, shout out to our YouTube members, Nisa Hours, Tribbles and Bits, and Tommy.
Thank you all so much for supporting us the ways you do. Now, Kyle, it's time to square up the news.
Wow, I can't believe I'm getting attacked for being a Gryffindor. How dare you?
Always about you guys.
First, it is all about me. Zermina Khan over at PS Lifestyle writes, From Software parent Katakawa pushed Sony towards acquisition. From Software parent company Katakawa Corporation has reportedly been pushing Sony Group towards a purchase, according to a new report. We first saw speculations last week that Katakawa had set the stage for a Sony acquisition to fend off a hostile takeover from foreign companies, including South Korea's Kakao Corporation. A fresh report by Bloomberg partially backs up these claims. Bloomberg reports that both Katakawa and Sony have been going back and forth for a number of years, with the former wanting Sony to make a full purchase, whereas the latter was only interested in strategic investments in anime and video game IP. Though Bloomberg's report mentioned that Microsoft, Tencent, and Kakao have all expressed an interest in Katakawa, it stopped short of confirming that Katakawa wanted to fight off a foreign entity in favor of the local Sony group. Analysts have told Bloomberg that Katakawa could be one of Sony's best purchases, and that From Software alone holds massive value, although the acquisition has more to do with anime than video games.
All right, guys, put your pitchforks down for just a second. I got several angry comments. Some of y'all, I'm going to be real, cross some lines. YouTube looking at you guys. Yikes. About my thoughts on From Software becoming like a first-party entity. And we explained what kind of Zermina is just like going here, saying, but this wasn't with the rumors of actually Katakawa going to PlayStation or this Sony instead, because of a hostile takeover. So does this kind of change your minds about things? If there is like some type of hostile takeover that they're worried of, them going to Sony, does that change your mind on how you guys feel about this? I'll go over to Kyle first.
I guess a little bit. I still don't like a giant corporation getting another giant corporation and creating more of a a hold over one specific thing, specifically the anime part of it all.
Yeah.
So it's not the best, but like, I also think it's very funny thinking hostile takeover. Like, how hostile are we talking? Are we talking like Die Hard? Are they going through the windows of a giant building and they're calling in backup? And Sony's version.
Are you
of...
Tegan at a Walmart looking at an old lady about to take your
exactly.
Black Friday sale?
Absolutely. Yeah. I need that DVD of Mystery Men for $1. Like, it's like, what kind of hostile takeover are we talking about?
Yeah.
But yeah, like, if Sony's gonna come in and quote unquote be the hero,
yeah,
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. What about you, Light? How are you feeling?
Again, I definitely thought they already owned him. So, like, sure, why not?
Sure, why not? I love one person in the comments was like, "Yeah, I'm with Tegan on this one." It's like, like, yeah, I feel if it's Katakawa coming up to PlayStation or coming up to Sony, I'm always gonna say PlayStation. Sorry. Okay, that changes my thought process a bit. Am I like over the moon? Oh my God, excited. I feel like the people that are, oh my God, excited or want me to be, oh my God, excited are folks that like want to have the pissing contest between PlayStation and Xbox. And it's like, it's not the show. We're just here analyzing PlayStation. Yep. It's not always us versus them type of deal. It's also like it to me, as okay-ish that I am, if this was the case or if this is the case, it still amounts to a nothing burger for me, because I don't think you would want to touch whatever From Software is doing. You know, if anything, you want to analyze what they're doing and kind of go, okay, so this is how you go about, how you guys make games, because they're efficient and they're gosh darn talented at it. So I'm more of like, okay, cool if this happens. I just hope their games are still everywhere. Fair enough. So yeah, just a little bit of an update, and hopefully the pitchforks, they lay them down. Just relax.
Picture
everybody.
Michael Jackson lowering the gun.
Or wait, who is the one that gave the lie to police officers a Pepsi to calm them down? Was that a Jenner in a commercial?
Yes.
Jenner.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's gonna really cool down relations.
A Pepsi of all things. Like, come on now.
Ugh, it's like gross.
Who drinks Pepsi?
Yeah. Let's get that away from me. Boys, let's bring out the hose. These protesters are bringing out the big guns. Disgusting.
Yeah, where's the
Everyone
Sierra
knows if
Mist?
you want to stop a riot, you need Dr. Pepper. Please.
Yeah.
Exactly. Jesus, put a pep in my step. Don't offer me diabetes.
Which, not to get political, but if the whole new health
Sure.
dude says he wants to do what he wants to do with soda, I will literally start a civil war over my Dr. Pepper. Don't touch it. Don't touch my Dr. Pepper.
I don't know what he's doing, but I do want to see Light go Rambo. So.
Light and I are both going to make very strategic trips to Home Depot and buying sheds just to house them with soda for the next, 4 years.
I'm going to start digging a tunnel under my house. No one will know. No one will know.
I did think of like Tegan going full Rambo. Like, she lives in the hills now. She wants no one to come by. She's become a recluse.
I've been trained in wilderness survival. Not that I could survive, but I would do it for the Dr. Pepper.
Exactly.
Well, you know what? Hold on. We're just spitballing here. I feel like we're at the beginning of a feature-length film of Light finding the 23 flavors of Dr. Pepper. And then so she can now have the recipe to make her own.
And RFK's gonna try to stop her.
Yes. Yeah.
Guys, we got
I am the Willy Wonka of soda now.
She's trying to Willy Wonka her away into my Sprite. It's not good.
Does she not know I have that dog in me?
And also a worm.
You and your brainworm can go find something else to worry about. Leave me and my Dr. Pepper alone.
Yeah, Jonathan Kelly chat goes, The Road, but Lady Light trying to find Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. I was thinking like a Zombieland situation. She's going to Krugers after Krugers, just trying to find something.
She's Arnold trying to find Turbo Man.
Listen. I have no qualms admitting that if soda disappeared, I would die from withdrawal. Okay,
Oh
I
no,
would not survive.
Same. Every once in a while, I give up soda for like Lent. Withdrawal
no.
is terrible.
I had to give it up when I was pregnant because it made me violently ill. And immediately, as soon as I wasn't pregnant again, the first thing my body wanted, soda.
Soda.
Absolutely.
Soda.
It's funny. I quit soda. Don't need it. I like a nice. What's that?
B Wigs in chat.
Oh, no.
Schindler's List, but she's freeing Dr. Pepper distributors.
God bless. It's just one red can she sees across the hall. Yeah.
It's a black and white film. and all the
Besides the red can.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's beautiful. That's art.
That's art.
Sorry.
Speaking of art, Andy Robinson over at VGC writes, Sony is planning a new PlayStation handheld, it's claimed. According to Bloomberg, Sony Interactive Entertainment is in the quote-unquote early stages of developing the device, which is still years away from a potential release. Quote, the product is aimed at expanding Sony's reach and contending with Nintendo for the portable gaming market, according to people familiar with its development, Bloomberg wrote. The concept could build on the recently launched PlayStation Portal, which is a portable console capable of streaming PS5 games via the cloud, but cannot natively play titles. Any such PlayStation Portable launch could also compete with Nintendo's upcoming Switch successor and plans for Microsoft to potentially launch a similar Xbox device. Earlier this month, Xbox boss Phil Spencer confirmed that Microsoft is working on handheld gaming prototypes, but claimed that any potential device is still years away. Speaking to Bloomberg, Spencer said Microsoft is working on prototypes and considering what it might do, and he's asked his hardware team to analyze the market and, quote, develop its vision based on what it learns, end quote. Any device is a few years out, he said.
Ooh-wee. Gang, this report from Bloomberg came out, and it kind of matches reports that we heard a while back that like Sony was interested in making a handheld device that played PS4 games. And we're all kind of like, oh, okay, well, what's the use of PS4? Turns out that the PlayStation Portal, and if you are using a PlayStation Portal, you are a PP for life.
Portal
okay,
Pal.
we're Portal Pals for short. Don't get it twisted, okay? And I love seeing all my PPs the PP community just getting larger and wider. It's great. I just love that. Everybody picking it up with the 30th anniversary and just like the Black Friday sales, apparently. Love that. Anyway, I have my hands on my PP all the time.
Whoa.
PlayStation Portal, Kyle. Don't be a perv.
That's what I mean. All the time?
Oh, right. All the time, dude. It's my favorite device.
Jeez.
That said, all right, let's get our minds out of the gutter. The Portal was my mind out of the gutter. The Portal was supposed to be the dedicated PS4 device, which is pretty neat. That said, it looks like the Portal has been a huge success for PlayStation, as it is one of the main reasons as they're looking into a dedicated device. So I want to know how this makes you feel, Tegan, as someone who gotta watch the youngin running around. Hopefully they're not running into stuff.
All the time. She's the most uncoordinated.
Shit, I only thought that was the first few months. You're talking about all the time?
Oh my God. She's running into tables. She's running into corners of the wall. I swear.
This scar right up here, when I was 4, I ran into a glass table.
I have one on my chin from doing that.
All right. See, okay, yeah, you're right. You'd be yeah, when we're young, we're getting into all types of scrapes and muck-ups. That said, does this interest you in the slightest, or still not a Portal gal?
So when I saw this, I got very excited. Same as when I saw the Xbox rumblings of one. I'm like, give me the handheld ones because I don't have a PP.
That's fair.
Either kind, but I wasn't necessarily interested in it. My husband has it, but I wasn't necessarily interested because you have to have your PlayStation on. I don't know. It was too much for me. I'm not techie like that. I didn't want to have to deal with it. And he was having issues a lot of times in hotels where he would have to turn his hotspot on because it wouldn't connect to the hotel Wi-Fi because of the logging in and all that stuff. So I wasn't really interested in that. that being said, I was very interested in the Xbox and the PlayStation versions, and like, heck yeah, I want this. Give it to me right now. Take all my money. I don't care how much it costs. Give it to me. But then thinking about it more, I have the Steam Deck. I don't really use it that much other than for smaller, like indie point and click style games because for some reason my brain does not work with like the typical game that I would play in a
Same.
handheld version. I have no idea why. I have
Yeah.
tried like Skyrim and The Witcher and my go-to comfort games, and for whatever reason I just cannot get it to work. I don't know if it's because it's small and I cannot see. I don't know if I have no idea what the deal is, but I
Well,
just cannot
I
do
got a
it.
question with this one.
Yeah.
Did you own like a Game Boy when you were wee lass?
I had the Game Boy Advance SP, but I only played The
Okay.
Sims Bustin' Out on it.
All right, fair enough. Because what I was thinking, because my hang up a lot of the times is like, I don't want to play this big like grandiose thing. Like I played Veilguard on my Portal when I went on vacation because I couldn't get enough of it. But like a game like Unicorn Overlord, right, where it's like, oh, there's these like beautiful pixelated graphics. My brain goes, you don't need to play it on this big TV. This could be your Portal game. Because in my head, it's like pixel game, that's a Game Boy, that's a portable device.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, the Portal is, though I play everything on it, I try to go, what is a Portal ass game? And it's usually like a pixelated like strategy game or turn
Mm-hmm.
based. So that's really interesting that we're kind of linked in that sense. What
Yeah.
about you, Kyle? Oh, sorry, go for it.
No, we're good. I'm good.
Great, good. What about you, Kyle? Because you are now a owner of a Steam Deck.
I am. Yes.
How are you feeling about? First off, how are you feeling about that? And has that opened up does that open up your hype to a PlayStation handheld?
Oh, I'm a big fan of handhelds in general. Like,
Yeah.
I did have a Portal. I'm a big fan of PS Vita, PSP,
Yep.
Game Boys. Like, I love playing games on the go. However, I'm kind of with you both lately,
Mm.
just because like I don't commute really that much anymore, and my internet is trash for the Portal, which is why I don't have it anymore. It couldn't handle the streaming part of it, so having a dedicated one I think would be amazing. Like, so for me to, I live in New York, East End, Long Island, at these coordinates. No, never mind. Don't come for me. But it's like an hour and a half train ride to the city. I would love to continue playing the Veilguard, like Dragon Age Veilguard, or an Astrobot on the way to the city, so I don't have to
Yep.
get away from it. Right? Like I want to continue playing these games that I love so much. But when I'm home, I'd much rather just play everything on my TV. So like if I think of a game like a Cyberpunk or a Witcher or an Uncharted, a Last of Us, I want that on my TV as big and bright and colorful as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Playing it on the smaller screen feels like I'm doing the game an injustice, which is dumb. But that's
Mhm.
just kind of like where my brain kind of is wired.
I don't think it's dumb though, because like if I'm on the train, I like because like even with the Veilguard while I was in North Carolina, I was like, I'm gonna do side quests. I don't want to do the big
Sure,
bombastic stuff because like I don't know, someone could come in. I don't know, whatever
Yeah,
happens.
like a big
right?
story beat, you want to react at home, like on your couch or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. So like I don't think that's silly in the slightest. But then I go to my Switch, and like I love the Nintendo Switch, though I don't own one anymore. Dude, the first year of the Nintendo Switch was amazing, and we were all the Karen on the roof,
Yes, we were.
right? Busting it out like everywhere, and like it was just such a really cool feeling, and I love that has seemingly caught on in a big way to get the attention of Sony and Microsoft. And for me, as someone who does commute, who does work, and like at a different location other than my house, the Portal has been such a lifesaver for me. Where I like, I've heard like the issues that both you guys have had, and luckily they've like the hotel problem. They've addressed that, so like I was able to play no problem. Still a little finicky to get to that option of the hotel Wi-Fi, but once it works. And like, playing it I would never play it while I'm at working on my lunch break. You know, the work Wi-Fi sucks, and I'm having it's a breeze. Unless it rains, then the internet there likes to go out. But it's like I love my Portal, and the only problem is that it's streaming and it's not the best quality ever. You know. That said, Cowboy Danger D comes in. He says, and he writes in, just like you can too, if you join our Discord link down below in the description. We ask for questions each and every Wednesday. When I don't forget because I'm in the middle of watching Gladiator 2, go watch Gladiator 2, like I did this week. D writes, so my thoughts on the Sony handheld is this. It seems like Microsoft and Sony just want to announce that they're making something because they all know that Nintendo is about to drop news on the Switch successor in the next or so many months or so. My personal opinion is there is no need for this to come out until the PlayStation 6. You've got a great thing going with the Portal, and now with cloud streaming available on the device, focus on improving the little streamer / remote player that could. Good question here. Cowboy Danger
I
D.
agree with Cowboy Danger D.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd much because my fear is that they release it and then it can only play PS5 games, and a year later we get PS6, and we're not gonna. I don't know exactly. I can't even think that far ahead. But like the generational leap of like, will there be PS5 and PS6 games?
Yeah.
Or like it's gonna feel like just another handheld that's not gonna get supported all that much longer. So I'd much rather wait for a brand new generation and have it be able to be backwards compatible with other games as well as PS6 games, because I think that's the smartest play here. Because like you gotta imagine we're pretty close to halfway through the PS5's life cycle. If 8 years is like the standard, we're there.
Yes. I would say, not to get political for realsies though, let's just say these tariffs go into place. I could see them waiting an extra year or so, seeing how things pan out. Then that, because they would be releasing in 2028, perhaps,
sure.
And maybe there's someone in there that's not having a tariff of 35% on their products. So like that's something that you maybe think about, is like because I think, Cowboy, you're right. I don't think it's in the cards because they have the Portal and it's doing well, and it's a really good test bed for them. But like, I'm also thinking about like, dude, who wants to launch any? If you are a manufacturer and you make stuff in other countries like Canada, Mexico, and China, it's like, why would you want to make a new thing? Because it's gonna be expensive. Like the PlayStation 5 Pro, if things happen, which I don't think it's going to happen the way they say it's going to happen, but let's just say that it does. This is their plan. PlayStation 5 Pro is going to be close to $1,000 just because of the tariffs, right?
Yeah.
And I explain how tariffs work again. I refuse, but like, it's a very expensive ask. So to think, hey, we made this thing, $600, so just to play on the go, I don't know, right? What about you, T? You think PlayStation 6 probably sounds like the best thing?
Yeah, I think I agree with this also because how many of your audience are you now splitting and they're not necessarily going to get a handheld because they have the one that they already have? Excuse me. Because you might get some you have the diehards that are going to want both, but then you're going to have some that are like, well, I just bought this one and it works really well, so why do I need to buy this other one? And are you cutting into your market? I don't know. So I think it probably makes sense to wait, because if, this product is good, everyone who owns it seems to really be enjoying it with a few minor complaints, but the complaints aren't anything major. So I think the people who are going to get a handheld probably got this one. And I don't know if you're now going to get the numbers that you want for a different version necessarily. I'm not sure.
That's a really great point. I think that one of the cool things about like the PlayStation 5 when it was revealed was like when they did the cool little camera panning, and it's like, here's the disc and the digital version, and we all freaked out about that, right? Like we can have a moment where it's like, here's the PlayStation 6, it's shaped like a sphere, and then oh my god, the sphere pops out, right? Like I think that's a really cool. I think that would be a really cool gotcha. And here's this other thing that we have alongside it, because to me, I see the PlayStation 6 as like a kind of like with the like PS5. It's like it's just a more powerful PS5. You know, you're gonna get shinier graphics, but at that point, it's like, what can you really like? We're at the point of no return when it comes to graphics.
Games
Like
already look
things
great. Like, how much
Yeah.
greater are we gonna
Yeah.
get without it not working correctly? And then
And
the price of making them goes way higher, and it's gonna be a
exactly.
problem.
And so I just think in my head, I'm like, I think what they're seeing with the next Xbox and the next PlayStation is them all hitting their ceilings of what a home console can do, and now trying to reinvent it to reach a broader audience of people that may have checked out of home gaming, but maybe want to play something on their lunch break or are a bad worker. Not me, great. And like, those are an audience that they could speak to because they look at the Switch and go, we want some of that. So I could kind of see the PS6 being kind of like a mixture of the Switch and the Xbox Series consoles, where it's like, here's an Xbox Series or PlayStation Series S. It's your docked version. It has the power of a PlayStation 6 when it's docked, or you could take it on the go, or sub power of a PSX, whatever, and you could take it on the go. And then here is for all of us that know and love home consoles, here's the PlayStation 6. And it's kind of like the yin and yang option, Because I think you're right, Kyle. Like, games are gonna look, again, I can't imagine them looking prettier other than like these engines are able to do.
Look at Ghost of Tsushima Last of Us Part 2 on the PS4.
Yeah.
Like, we're good on visual quality, I think. Like, sure, there's some technical stuff that could be better, but how much
And honestly,
better are
at
we
some
gonna
point, I don't want it to look any more realistic either, because I don't need some of the things I'm doing in the games to be that realistic. You know what I mean? Like, I
Absolutely.
want to be able to tell I'm still playing a game with
Imagine playing Doom.
Like, are you kidding me?
It's like, whoa, is this real guts?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying we're necessarily there right now, but if that's the only thing they focus on, we're gonna get there. And it's like, all right, I don't think I need this.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. Because like that would be. I was even thinking that with the PlayStation 5. It's like, man, how much prettier can we get? Because then we're gonna get pretty gruesome in some cases.
Well, yeah, like at what point are we gonna be playing like, oh my god, is that an actor that I'm controlling somewhere in a studio?
Yeah,
Exactly.
life is a simulation.
Exactly. Is this a live
Am I a
feed?
simulation?
No, thank you. Also, Aaron in chat, enjoy the PS5 Pro and VR2 you got today.
Ooh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Also, Jonathan Kelly writes, I'm feeling called out for my viewing of Lady Light's videos while I'm at work.
Shh, Jonathan, no, I talked to your boss. You're allowed.
I'm scared to watch Light's videos at work because every time I do, something awful at work happens. So you're
bad.
cursed. I'm sorry, bud.
My bad.
All right, Kyle. Listen, enough about the PlayStation, PP2. Okay,
Oh, jeez.
that's what I'm calling it. Vita 2.
now girthier.
Oh, please. I mean, that's a thing too, right? Like,
How big will the PP2 be?
How girthy is your PP?
well, let's relax. Size does not matter here. But like, I mean, PlayStation 6, it's gonna be a battery hog. Like,
Yeah.
think about so there's like a lot of technical hurdles that they have to go through.
That's what I
before
want
they
from
can
the
even...
next generation. Better
What's that?
batteries and controllers and just tech in general.
Just give me I'm yeah, man, I'm such an easy just give me better dual senses and just like quality of life stuff. I don't need, I don't know. I feel when I get shot in a game. I don't need that.
B-Wigs in chat goes, this pod is wild. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome, bud.
This is
All right,
nothing
Kyle.
but professionalism. I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Yeah,
We've always
We're
been like this.
professionals.
That's fine.
Yeah, we've always been broken. What are you talking about? Kyle, let's get to the next story here, sir.
Zarmina Khan over at PS Lifestyle writes, PlayStation gearing up for announcements, says reliable leaker. Sony's reportedly gearing up to drop some PlayStation news and announcements soon, but there's still no word on an event in December 2024. Reliable leaker, what did I just say? Reliable leaker, Bill Kuhn, who has an excellent track record, has teased that Sony's making quite a lot of preparations behind the scenes for some quote-unquote fresh news and announcements. In response to recent speculations that Sony teased a State of Play or PlayStation Showcase to coincide with the console's 30th anniversary, Bill Kuhn said that while they don't know yet whether an event is planned or not, they do know that PlayStation announcements are being prepared. Given Bill Kuhn's history, we're positive that their report is accurate. Besides, it would be very strange for Sony to not have any news or announcements to mark the console's 30th anniversary. Over the weekend, there were speculations that God of War's Kratos voice actor Chris Judge was teasing multiple announcements, but Judge dismissed those claims. As for a PlayStation event in December, while Bill Kuhn claims that they don't have any information about that, journalist Jeff Grubb previously dismissed fan speculations. Grubb said that while Sony will be celebrating PlayStation's 30th anniversary, fans should temper expectations for a proper event.
Video version, you guys just saw me catch a burp and almost catch my life flashing before my eyes. Interesting. Lamb Chop writes in via Blue Sky. He writes, with the rumors of the State of Play, what are we hoping to see? God of War news, though Christopher Judge again shot down those rumors and teases of a God of War news. Happy Thanksgiving. Love y'all and happy gaming. Gang, I don't want to wish anything into existence. What do you think? What do you think like these like announcements are? Do we really think this is a State of Play?
No.
Kyle, you're shaking your head.
No.
Like you're a little bummed. No.
This is in my eyes, this is clearly them gearing up for an announcement during the Game Awards.
Yeah.
I don't think they're doing their own thing. I really, really don't. It's a silly thing to say.
Yeah.
But from now until the end of the year, media bandwidth is very, very slim.
Yeah.
They're either preparing for Game of the Year discussions and playing things that they've missed, or they're just gearing up for the onslaught of news that the Game Awards are bringing. And then they're like, most media places are closed after that week.
Yeah.
So like dropping a full-on event, another showcase in that week, I don't think it's feasible. I think it's just, we'll get maybe one or two PlayStation announcements during the Game Awards. Mm-hmm. And we should be totally cool with that. And on your other thought of like, do we want God of War? For one, I love God of War. I don't want that to be the next major announcement.
Right.
I would like to see some variety. I would like to know what Corey's working on. I want to know what Neil's next game is. Like, what is Sony Bend up to? Like, what is Bluepoint up to? Like, there's so many other questions I have before worrying about when I get to play more in the God of War world, even though I love Ragnarok and love 2018's God of War and all of them, really. Yeah. Except for Ascension. That can go away. That can go away.
All right,
but
Ascension.
yeah, like I'm unless it's like a remastered collection of all of them in like one package, I'm way okay with just watching the Game Awards and being happy with whatever we get.
I like that because rumors have been swirling for a minute now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if let's just say next week happens, right? And they're like, hey, celebrating, because everybody's like, it's the 30th anniversary next week on the 1st. It's like, guys, we're just coming back from Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand. PlayStation is, at this point, an American company. Its headquarters is in California. The PR folks are in the States. Like, this ain't happening. But that said, you wake up and you see a God of War collection. And you go, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. Would that make the lack of State of Play exciting to you? Because you perked up when you heard God of War collection. So I want to hear it.
Yeah, I would be very excited for that because I didn't play the original games. I started at 2018 and loved it. Obviously, hence the tattoo. But I would love to play the original ones. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, partly because I think the first one I could play through PlayStation, but I had to be like streamed through PlayStation, and if I was going to record it, that just gets a little funky. And obviously I could go buy it somewhere, I'm sure, but I haven't looked into that. So
Dude, but then like I'm sorry to cut you off because that triggered me. Because then like capturing from a PS3 is so the way to do it back in the day was just so cumbersome. It's like, yikes, don't want to do that, or PS2 for that matter. It's like definitely don't want to do that. Sorry,
Right.
continue.
And I'd have to borrow it from somebody, like, because I don't own the console. So it would just be this whole thing. So I haven't played it yet, long story short. Because when I do, I want to play it on the channel because I have, a big part of my community is a God of War community. So it's when I heard the rumors that this was happening, I was very excited. So I would be very happy for that. However, I also really, really agree with everything else Kyle said. And as much as I love God of War, I want to know what else is going on. What we haven't seen or heard anything from a lot of these studios, and I want to be excited for something new again, something that I wasn't expecting, something that's out there, like the big hype moment. I think would be really cool. And I think they could do that at the Game Awards. They don't have to have their own event for that.
Yeah, they've only had a state of play in December once. I feel like we like, I don't know. Here at the trophy room, we're really good at like saying, guys, it's once a quarter. We had one this quarter. Usually a state of play happens next year around late January, early February. You would assume with the Switch 2, they're even sheepish of when, like, they probably want to see the Switch 2 drop first before they even think about a state of play. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I feel like they're having a good year. Just, wind the year out. And then, we could start talking about getting excited over a state of play and what could be. This just ain't it. PlayStation usually does, one or two, maybe three announcements at a Game Awards, and then they peace out, right? So, like, we're going to be talking about some of them. So, like, the black version variants of, like, some accessories, that's a Game Awards, announcement. Maybe we get a DLC or something announced, but, like, other than that, like, that's the level of announcements we're gonna get. But if, Bill Coon, which I just love saying his name, sounds like a cute little fella that fits in the palm of your hand. If a reliable leaker like him or Jeff Grubb, who is not hand sized, says, hey, we haven't heard anything, guys, nothing's happening. Okay. And not PlayStation 420 XX, who has an insider information, knows nothing. So those two would know. PlayStation fanboy 420 780 doesn't. I would just say level expectations for even something at the Game Awards. That's what we're gonna probably get. Yeah. Well, we got some sad breaking news. Do you want to break some of this down?
I guess so. Shinobi over on Blue Sky is where we're getting this one. It's also on the PS blog. Is a full transcript of a podcast episode that Shuhei Yoshida was a part of, where Shuhei announces that he will be retiring from Sony after 31 years, effective on January 15th, 2025. And Shinobi says, "Get well, your well-earned rest, Yoshida. End of an era."
End of an era indeed, man. 31 years.
It's a bummer. Like, Shu to me, above everyone else, is the face of PlayStation. Even though he's like head of indies, he is the face of PlayStation. So him leaving, it's just a bummer, just because of, obviously, again, being the face, whatever. But he did so much work for PlayStation indies and getting indies on PlayStation that it's going to be really tough to fill his shoes to make that a reality or continue his good work. So I hope they don't fumble this. I hope they find somebody that's equally as capable. I'm pretty sure they will, but Shu's great. I've had the honor of meeting him at SGF this past year, and he is absolutely a delightful human being. But yeah, he's done so much. You deserve your rest, Shu.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think Greg Rice, right? I think
From Day of the Devs, yeah.
Day of the Devs. I think we're gonna probably see him in that role when
that'd be cool. Greg's great.
Yeah, when that time comes. That said, Light, I come over to you with this question. If you worked 31 years at PlayStation, and you get to retire, what's the first thing you're doing on retirement?
I'm going to Disney World. No, taking a vacation, a
Yeah.
long vacation somewhere with family, doing a big family thing. I don't know. Sitting down and reading a book. What do you even do after retiring after 31 years? I don't know.
Let's see what this Xbox is all about.
Figure out what you want to do for hobbies because now all of a sudden you have time.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and that's the thing.
I
So
hope he
he's
becomes
not.
a Bloodborne speedrunner.
Oh my god, dude!
starts a Let's Play YouTube channel.
Let's sub day one. I'll be on that guy's Patreon. Stat. Yeah, no, I as much as it bums me out seeing him go, it's 31 years, man.
For sure.
You know, so it's like you've earned it. Congrats. But it's also like he's not leaving. He says he's not like retiring. Like
He's not leaving
how
the
we
industry.
think. Yeah,
He's just leaving
So-
Sony.
he's gonna probably take an advisory role somewhere. Even Major Nelson, he left Xbox after 20 years of unboxing things with white gloves, and he helps do the Midwest gaming publishing arm. So like, you know, they're still doing stuff, and I think his talents can be used elsewhere and have a bigger impact. But
Still can it has my idea in chat. I want to see Shu go to Devolver.
hell yeah,
That would be awesome to see him in a Devolver Direct.
now he probably can.
Yeah, well, he did show up with, I think, in like brief cameos, but not like.
Brief cameos.
It'd be cool to have him a more constant presence.
And correct me if I'm wrong, is Devolver the one that's starting that new like push for like the indie like what's the who is it that they're doing like money and grants and
that's,
stuff for
Inner Sloth. They're
okay.
That's awesome.
Sorry about that.
the Among Us steps. No, that's okay.
I was gonna
So
say
you're
that would
speaking
make sense.
Spanish to me.
That would
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah, so end of an era for sure. Tip of the hat though to you, my friend. You've earned it. And hey, who knows? Maybe we'll be able to actually have him on the show,
That'd be
and
cool.
he gets to talk about, you know, not like time of. I don't want it to be something generic, like tell me what a weekend PlayStation's like. I want to get something.
He did follow us on social media briefly for a little bit.
That's right. That's right.
What did you do to make him unfollow
I
you?
don't know.
I don't know what I did to offend him.
I
And
really
let's be honest. If anybody pushes people away, it's me, and I want to know what I did. He's probably justified, whatever it is.
He's like,
That
oh
said-
shoot, it was an accidental follow. I didn't mean to do that. Unfollow before they notice.
Exactly. He's like, if I was Shu, I'm a segment. Nope. I got to be the main topic. That said, we do have a question about this. So Una writes in, hey there, guys. Hope y'all are having a great Thanksgiving week, of the real Thanksgiving. Thank you. Getting a last minute question with the announcement of Shuhei leaving. Where do you see PlayStation's future going now, especially towards indies? Kyle, this one's just for you. I don't think we got nothing to say on this one. Where do you, Mr. Indie himself?
Hey, that's me.
That's you.
I hope they just continue building on the groundwork that he left, and we continue to get some of the best indies in the world coming to PlayStation, whether or not day one, but eventually. Because that's super, super important.
Yeah.
People like to make fun of or laugh when I say like indies are the lifeblood of gaming. They are the ones that are constant. Every single week there's tons of games releasing. Sure, not all of them are going to be bangers, but like a good majority of them are solid to great games and gaming experiences that a lot of people miss out on because it's not the big, you know, visually at your face blockbuster explosions kind of thing. So I hope whoever's in that role continues being a champion for them at a big publisher, a big one of the main three, and it keeps going.
Yeah. That said, Kyle, listen. Let's move aside here. Let's talk about the future. Let's talk about some award shows. Of course, the biggest one that's happening is the Indie Game was it Indie Game Awards. There you go. I got it. It would be real embarrassing if you messed up and not me, Kyle.
But I didn't. You did.
And listen, I don't want to make it all about myself here, Kyle, but
Sure.
I found that I'm not one of the judges on
You
the
are not.
Indie Game Awards.
No.
It's like that was by
And-
design.
Shit, right? Like one rule about the judges: Joe can't be a part of it. Gonna make it about himself. And as I do make it about myself, I just can't take the legitimacy of this award show if I'm not a part of it. Only kidding, Kyle. Just taking the piss out of you, bud. Very excited about what you guys are doing on the 19th. Everybody should tune on in. Should I react alongside it, you think?
Well, I think this is public knowledge.
Oh, okay.
Should we double check?
I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
It's fine.
Get some breaking news.
If you're in the New York area, our friends at Brooklyn and
Yes.
Playcrafting are putting on a physical event so you can watch the award show at Brooklyn, and I will be there. Mike and Kelsey will be there. We'll have some of the developers there who are nominated. We're gonna have some of the games on the computers for you to play. So yeah, that will be. I will be there when the awards are live, and we have Game of the Year themed cocktails.
Oh,
So, yeah,
fancy.
it's gonna be a good time.
All
Why
right,
are
never
you
mind.
like so close but so far from
I
me?
know, Light. I'm
Like,
sorry.
I'm like, how am I still in the same state? But it's like a whole day's worth of travel.
Exactly.
Bullshit.
It sucks.
Ah.
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
okay,
It is public knowledge.
it's public now.
Yeah.
So okay, how much is like mass transit for you to get there?
For
Keegan?
me?
Or is that no for T?
So if I were to go, I would drive to Albany because that's where my in-laws live, and then I would have them take me to the train station in Albany, and then I would take the train from Albany to New York. And
Okay.
so for me to Albany, it's roughly 3 hours, and
Oof,
then give or
okay.
take.
Never mind. That's more of a time
And
commitment
then
thing.
then
No
the train
judgment.
is from Albany. I have no idea how long that is. I think another 3 hours.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then I have to get there, and then I have to get back, or I have to take a hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
like
then-
when we do the New York Game Awards, I'm just gonna get a hotel because that's a late night.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lot.
I don't even know when the last train leaves.
Your explanation gave me travel anxiety.
I could drive all the way there, but I'm not about to drive in the city. That's not happening.
No.
No,
I
you
don't
kidding
even
me?
drive
That's
in the
not
city.
happening.
No.
Yeah. I heard that they're also putting like a tax. It's like a congestion tax on traffic, and I'm
Oh
like,
my god, no.
listen, government overreach, sure, but also like there's too many people on the
There's
road.
too many cars.
Hate it. And also like you'd have to bring Lil Light. I don't think that's gonna be a kid affair, you know?
Right. Well, I would drop
Yeah.
her at the in-laws, which would be one reason why
that's
I would
fair.
stop there. But
Yeah.
then the in-laws have to like take a day off of work, or and then
All right, fair
if
enough.
I were to just drive there, it's like a 7-hour drive. So it's an all-day affair. It's
Yeah.
an all-day affair.
All right,
Because that's
never
about
mind.
stopping. That's about stopping.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
dad, when I was in college up in Oswego, he used to drive me up, which would take 6 hours, drop me off, and then immediately drive back home. I was like, you're
Yeah.
insane. How
Yeah.
could you do that?
I don't even want to do that to Albany. Like sometimes
No,
my father-in-law will come out to do something for us and help us with something, and then he'll immediately turn around that evening and go back. And I'm like, no, just stay the night.
Yeah.
He's like,
Dude,
no, I gotta
I-
work tomorrow.
I drove to North Carolina. It took me 10 hours because of the rain. And I'm like, next time I'm taking a plane. Like
Seriously.
and it got me thinking, as a child, my father drove from New Jersey to Florida, nonstop for I think it was 14 hours.
Mm-mm.
My dad
How
would
did
do
he
that too.
do that? He had to have gone 120 from start to finish with a child on board. This man, nerves of steel, man. He's the one person I know, like, I could trust him with the 3 a.m. phone call. You know what I'm saying? Ooh-wee. All right, anyway. Okay, cool. So you know what? Maybe I'll stop by there.
Yeah, come on.
You know? Yeah, it's a Thursday, so I can absolutely do
Yep.
it.
Mhm.
I ain't got no kid to worry about.
Yeah, rub it in. Just kidding. I love my child. I love my child dearly, I promise.
Sure. Anyway, why did I
her and
so
her
out?
her and her F-bomb dropping mouth.
Yeah.
She is my kid and I love her.
Oh my goodness. Okay. That said, those are the big awards coming out,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
We have the Platties coming out,
Mhm.
and real talk, they crept up on me. This year has been nuts with everything happening. It feels like every August to October, something crazy in my life happens that derails my plans. this award show has crept up on us. So we're going to be working on the fly this week into next week to get all of our categories in on the show for the Platties this year, which will be hopefully January 10th, which is usually our anniversary, which will be our 6-year anniversary. Oh my goodness.
Hey.
But I do want to get the vibes right for this show that we're doing. So that said, the one thing that I wanted to do this year, and I really want the audience's help with this, is we want to celebrate games. We want to celebrate the people that make games, but we also kind of want to take the piss out of awards just a little bit. Like, we want to have fun with it without being disrespectful. We want to like bring the community in on the fun as well. Because usually, y'all get to vote. You have a whole month to think about what your game of the year is, what your favorite multiplayer game is, all that stuff. But we also want you guys to help us with some categories as well. So over the next, few days, I'm going to be checking the Discord. I'm going to be creating a tab. You guys just throw us some suggestions. Because Light, you came up with the best suggestion. Would you like to read the first new category of the trophy room?
The newest category from
Planet
the genius
Platties.
that is my brain. The hear me out category. Because
Yeah.
that's what I will forever be known for.
What's this category all about? For the folks at home.
Characters that should not be hot, but you find very attractive. So, robots, non-humanoid entities. Everything that should not be hot, but you hear me out. Hear me out.
Hear me out.
They're attractive.
ND4, right? Right, yeah. ND from Outlaws comes to mind.
Yeah.
Can I have a hear me out?
Go for it. Always.
You will always be able to have a hear me out. We will not
Judgment
stop
free,
you.
hear me out zone.
All right. Jimbo from Balacho should be nominated.
Hold on, I gotta look this up.
Yeah, please. Jimbo from Balacho, because I want to see what he's got, underneath that card.
No.
Yes.
I
Oh,
will
it's a
judge you.
clown?
I will judge you. This clown dude?
Yeah.
No. I said judgment free. I take it back. I take it back. I'm judging.
All right, I'm sorry. No clowns.
I'm scared. No.
You're right.
No clowns.
Right.
No clowns.
You give yourself a paper cut. That's what I'm thinking too. Kyle, what do you think should be a hear you out? This category.
If Jimbo wins the hear me out category, I quit the show.
Oh, okay. Well, he's not going to be nominated. You don't have to worry about it.
Oh man.
Yeah. Think about it. This year.
That is so tough.
Thought of another one.
Oh, of course you did.
You want me to say it while you think?
Yeah. Go for it.
An automaton from Helldivers 2, or an arachnid, or whatever they call them.
Joe, should I be worried about you?
Yeah,
I was worried about me. Should I be worried about you?
Naming things.
Just trying to have fun.
What are they called?
Automaton. I feel like a kid asking for a toy.
Okay, no, I get it. Okay, no, I get it. It's got legs. It's got legs.
It's got legs.
I mean, yeah, okay, I see that one.
Yeah.
Not my cup of tea, but I'm not going to judge you for it like I will the other one.
Listen, I'm here for a fun time, not a long time. Kyle Stevenson, do you have a hear me out?
I at this very moment, none that isn't humanoid. I don't think.
All right, fair enough. All right, here's my category. Okay, we had a hear me out category. I got one. Best little lad. Best little buddy.
Your category?
Yeah. Why did you
Didn't I bring up best little lad? Like, back me up. Did I not bring it up?
Roll the tapes. I don't remember. I'm too tired.
Shit.
I can't remember last week. I just thought that's a good one. I think I should take credit for it. That's not my
Someone
great
roll the
mistake.
tapes.
I'm pretty sure I told you that was one we wanted for the 6-1 awards before we decided to make it very serious.
Oh, fair enough. So yeah, since we're
I just stole your idea completely.
Ay, ay, ay.
I'll have my lawyers sue your
Okay.
distribution.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Wasn't
Yeah.
aware of your game.
Yeah. Best little ad is a good time.
Yeah.
It's basically like the best companion, not playable,
Not playable.
just like little lad you see out in the world that you're like, oh, he's
Right.
cute, she's cute.
All right.
Yeah.
A cute little
Yeah.
buddy.
Exactly.
Like, what would be a cute little buddy? You think? I got one. But I want to know what you're thinking. Best little lad.
Can it just be like anything that you encounter? It doesn't necessarily have to be.
Yeah, like
anything
for example,
sits on your shoulder, preferably?
what I will push here is like a chocobo from Rebirth. Best little lad.
Ooh, okay. Chocobo. I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget.
I'm gonna have to think about
have
this one. I know
I
I
have-
have some, but now I'm blanking on all of them.
My cute little guy is Nyx from Star Wars
Oh,
Outlaws.
duh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm,
duh.
That's
mhm.
a good little lad.
That's
He's
a great
such
little
a cute
lad.
little lad, man. And like no hate to that game. Best character as well in that game to me.
Nyx is great.
God,
They
Nyx
did a
is
great job with Nyx for sure.
what a cutie pie. So,
I was
yeah.
thinking the little mice from Astrobot.
Oh,
You know, love when you
yeah.
shrink and the little mice and they're just like.
Yeah,
Little
those are
mice.
great.
I like that.
I
I
like
like that. Okay. Little
I don't know if that's my
mice.
official answer, but that's
We'll
one
put
that
it
comes
down
to
here
mind
for
right
now.
away.
We'll put that down. I totally screwed up the typing.
No, I like it.
That said, good. Astro.
Oh, Astro.
Just Lil.
Uh,
Astro.
Lil-
Lil Os Astro.
listen, the mic is underneath my, like I can't really see when I type. Anyway, all right.
Ooh, still
Then
kind
the
of has a couple
next one.
bangers in chat, by the way, for categories.
Ooh, okay. Oh, all right. Put them down right now in general in the Discord. Nonetheless, best VIP Astrobot. I'll take credit for this one, though. I think Light did it. Light, that was Light's suggestion.
Anymore. You can have it. It's all right. I'll give that one to you.
I get one. Best VIP Astrobot has to be. No spoilers. So only the ones we've seen from the commercial.
Wait,
The Arnhem
we can only nominate those?
Yeah.
We can only nominate ones that we've seen in the commercial.
No.
Well, at this point in time, like on the
Oh.
podcast, no
Okay.
no spoilers.
Okay.
On the future show, it's like it's been 6 months. We'll give you a
Okay.
little like
Okay.
skip 30 seconds part here.
Sure.
It
I
has
don't
to be
remember which
Bloodborne
one was
Pop.
in the trailer.
Yeah, I don't remember.
All right then.
Anymore.
Warning: maybe you should fast forward 30 seconds if you're listening.
Maybe a minute to be safe.
Maybe a minute to be safe. You had enough time. You've been warned. Kyle, what would be your favorite little VIP bot?
Spyro.
Ooh,
Was not expecting
that.
that, and that's a good one.
yeah, I like
Mhm.
that. What about you, Light?
I love the little clicker one. I know it's not the VIP, it's like the offshoot that you get when you get the VIP
Yeah,
one.
no,
So
that's a
maybe it
good one.
doesn't
Yeah, I think
count.
it counts.
Maybe it doesn't
Yeah.
count.
No, I think it counts.
I just
like
thought it was
that.
really cute. But in terms of animation, I love the Kratos one when he throws his axe and hits Thor
Yep.
and Thor freezes. And then I thought that that's my favorite little animation sequence, I think.
That's a good
I
one.
like that. I like that. There you go. Listen, you guys made it. Whoa, real. If we get an angry comment about the VIP bot and Astrobot, I'm gonna throw a chair. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's not a spoiler. Relax. All right then. So yeah, that's the type of vibe that we can expect from this year's Platties. I really like that people are like, "Oh, your award show is the one that we, wait on. Is the one that like our favorite one." I dig that. Thank you so much for the kind words. It really does mean a lot because we do put a lot of hard effort into it. Especially this year, we're like, life's pulling each and every one of us through so many different directions. Just know that I'm talking to yet again Diego with some art for the show. So yeah, I can't wait. Things are in motion. This next month, I have realized it's going to be very busy as I set up the Platties. It's going to be a lot of work.
Wait, did you say that January 10th is your anniversary?
Yes.
That's my reaction channel anniversary too. This was meant to be.
This
Oh!
It was
meant to be.
written in the
This was meant to
stars.
be.
This was meant to be.
God, I love this. I love this. All right, guys, it's time for some flashies. Gotta run. Gotta go fast. There's actually a lot of flashies. Oh my goodness. Speaking of, saw the Sonic trailer. Speaking of flashies, gotta run fast. Amy, my best friend, not a gamer in the slightest, turns to me, goes, "We gotta watch it. We have to watch this."
Mhm.
What sold her was her seeing Jim Carrey react to Jim Carrey as Santa. We both blurted out laughing. We turned to each other like, "All right, we're going to." we're
I
gonna see
can't
this."
believe they're giving Shadow a gun in the movie.
It's
Oh,
wild.
it's so
You
good.
Sonic fans are definitely on acid. He's like friends with a kid. I don't know. Flash news. Sony is preparing to launch a number of PlayStation 5 accessories in black, riding on Deal Labs' highly reliable data miner Bill Coon, who can fit in your hand, said they expect a black PS5 accessory to be announced before Christmas. DualSense Edge controller, a Pulse Elite wireless headphones, Pulse Explorer wireless earbuds will all be coming in black. Oh my God, the Edge controller in black. Yes, please. This gets me so hyped. Why am I an idiot and I'm gonna buy another Edge controller just because it's in black?
I'm the same way. Give it to me right now. Right this second.
Fair enough. How do you want an Edge controller? No.
No,
All right, fair enough.
I feel like the only game that I might want to mess around with it is MLB The Show, but that's like nothing crazy.
Okay. I was legitimately thinking about picking one up for you for Christmas.
Oh, that's very
I've been thinking. I was thinking also of buying you the Steam Deck, and then when I saw Mike did it, I was like,
yeah.
I was only going to be able to get you the 256. So,
I don't even know
this
which
is-
one it is. It's Mike's old one. So
right,
Mike
fair
gifted me his old one because he got the new OLED one as a gift.
the white one
Yes,
is.
that's the one he got.
I'm dumb enough to think that one over.
It was
Truthfully.
very, very cute. So I arrived at his house. He was like, "Okay, here's the Steam Deck. Make sure we have everything downloaded for Extra Life, and just make sure we're all good." And I turn it on, and it's not loading. I was like, "Oh, Mike, it's not loading. We'll check later." It's like, "Huh." Well, that ruined the surprise. I cleared it because it's yours, and that was the whole bit. I was like, "Oh, damn!"
So sweet,
It
dude.
just took me by surprise. So yeah, it was very, very cool.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. I listen. If the day ever comes where you have to choose between tossing him off a cliff and me, I understand why you're tossing me off the cliff.
For reasons that I can't say yet, because I'm waiting for a certain thing to be ready to be unveiled.
Mhm.
There's no choosing. It's
That's fair.
it's a permanent thing that I did. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's. I mean, it's fair. But like under your head, I totally get it. Kyle Stevenson
Yeah.
and like
This got so dark.
it really
Can we
did.
go back to peepees and for science?
For the girth.
And hear me out. And sexy Jimbos, could we, for the love of God? Speaking of different colored,
What did you do? How
Elite
did
controller?
you get this?
I'm not going to say the brand because they're not sponsoring the show yet. But I was able to trick out my PlayStation Elite, or sorry, PlayStation Edge controller, but you
Yeah.
know what it is,
Yeah.
with the atomic purple. Because my back grips were starting to bubble and peel off because they're
Yeah.
rubberized. I hate that. Please stop doing that. It's not premium. It's just gonna piss me off because the adhesive is gonna peel off anyway. And I put it all in purple. My
Very
dumb,
nice.
my dumb brain was able to do this. So I'm very proud.
That's very, very cool.
Want to come fix my stick drift?
Honestly, I think I could. I think I could.
I'll bring
I
it
love
when
the
I
bag.
meet you in person.
I'll be like, give me a month. I'm just gonna like Walmart return one and then put it in the box. You're gonna think I'm smart. They're $1 billion industry. They could take a hit. Industry also come from Bill Coon. Sony is preparing to launch a Helldivers 2 themed DualSense in addition to the recently released Astrobot and Fortnite controllers. You mean 1 second? 1 second.
Don't bring up the Fortnite one. Oh,
No.
You mean this ugly
my
sim
eyes.
controller that I bought?
My eyes.
that is
It
It
nasty.
hurts. Why is it so blue?
It's nice.
It's
It's cotton
so-
candy blue.
It's so bright.
Yeah, I know.
I don't.
Guys,
Is it the same blue as this blue one?
yeah, pretty
No,
much.
no,
No, really?
no,
Listen, you can't blame me. I bought this on
No.
November 6th. Okay. I needed to feel something. Anything. Helldivers 2 controller? Yes. Day one. And I know I'm the only one excited for that.
That's fine.
All right. Troy Baker. This is supposed to be Flash News. I'm so sorry. I'm just having too much fun. Troy Baker set to return in Naughty Dog's next game. This comes from Michael Ruiz in PlayStation Lifestyle. In a recent GQ profile, as spotted by Eurogamer, it is confirmed that The Last of Us lead actor will return to Naughty Dog. Druckmann shared his enthusiasm about working with the actor, saying, "In a heartbeat, I would always work with Troy," unquote. According to the profile, it seems Baker's success has allowed him the luxury of being selective with their roles. This includes the highly anticipated Ken Levine game Judas. Oh my God, yes. He will also return in as Higgs in Death Stranding 2 on the beach. He was also in Arkham Shadows as a character I shan't not say.
Ooh, just thought of a new category for our awards.
What's that? Best role that Troy Baker has?
Nope. Coolest
Okay.
weapon.
Ooh,
Because Higgs has
this
that
year?
guitar. in Death
That's true.
Stranding
We got to
2.
get ahead of that. Yeah,
Yeah, coolest weapon.
I like that. That's a dope one. Cool. I just hope it's like a supporting role. I don't want Troy Baker to voice everything. He's voicing Indiana Jones, for the love of God.
Sure.
There's more than just 5 white dudes that could voice an actor.
Mm-hmm.
Or voice a character, rather, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
I could do voices.
You can actually.
I could, you know? Good. You need me
If
for the
people who
RFK doc.
Oh,
I'm
go ahead.
there.
your Don is real good.
What's that?
I said your Don is real good.
Thank you.
If the people who watch my reaction channel are correct, I'm the world's best actress. So
Oh.
I'm just saying, put me in your games, because
There you go.
if my tears are as fake as they say, I should be winning awards. I should be winning awards.
Do they say like your tears are fake? They can't be.
They're
You're
literally
like-
like, you're faking it. I'm like, please, if I could do this, I would not be here. I'd be on Hollywood.
Yeah, come on.
My hands would be in the ground.
Yeah.
I'd be famous. I would not be making YouTube videos.
It only happened once, but when I cried on the show, which happened a lot, someone was like, "Oh, that's not real." It's like, no, I'm an emotional boy. I cry all the time.
Yeah.
Joe is heartless. He will never cry.
The thing is, I'm very emotional. It's just,
I'm
I
crying all
just-
your tears for you. I've got enough for 10 people.
I just repress them down, and I wish I didn't. I'd be like, "Wow, that's real sad," and there you go. There you go. I don't know, but that's cool. Again, not surprised. They also do this a lot as well. So, all right, Flash news for a reason. This comes from PlayStation. This comes from Push Square. The Game Awards host Jeff Keighley has been transformed into a 3D character for this year for Fortnite. Jesus Christ, that sentence threw me off. As previous years, developer Epic Games has created full interactive experience for you to test out the nominees and engage with mini games. But there's more. Keighley is actually in the game using the meta-human technology. My comment is this why tickets are $200?
I was just going to say that. Why? Why do we need this? Is this
Why
something
does-
people are excited about?
I think it
Am I an
made-
old lady now by not being excited for this?
Yeah.
Oh.
Does it
Fine.
piss you off a little
It's
bit?
fine.
No,
I just don't get it.
I'm with Light on this
Beggars
one. And
me.
same thing with like the Fortnite concerts. Like, all right,
Okay.
cool.
I'm too old for this now.
Bro, they have. Let me sit you down, tell you a tale of how old I feel. In Fortnite, they have there's a whole bunch of rappers that are in this season.
Are you about to reminisce about Fortnite?
No. I'm about to tell you how old I am. There's a rapper that is for some reason he's Megazord or God even he's in the atmosphere looking down.
Sure.
No idea who he is.
Okay. What's the name?
Juice something. Juice
Juice
World.
World?
Oh,
Did I get
you
it
would
right?
know. You would know Juice World if you.
Yeah. If
Look
you
them
heard,
up.
if you heard the.
Not
music, you
confident.
would've.
You'd recognize him.
confident.
Look him
Yeah.
up on Spotify. You know something, I'm
All
sure.
right, fair enough. Is he the one that's has the Western song?
No, that's
Oh,
Shabuzi.
that's- What a
And,
name.
and I saw him perform live when I was in DreamHack in Atlanta. He was there
Oh,
performing a whole set,
nice.
but we only knew that one.
That one.
The TikTok tipsy song.
There you go. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Are we gonna give Keely a gun? Do you think his narcissism will let him hold a gun in Fortnite?
Oh.
Yeah, fair enough.
His
Uh,
his weapon will be something different.
Yeah. Again, it's like power and
He's
narcissism.
he's
Gives him
also in
tele-
another game, isn't he? Was that game Summer Game
Oh,
Fest at
Death Stranding.
Gamescom? No,
He was in Death
there's like
Stranding, right?
another one. He
Oh,
introed
yeah.
a game or something at one of the
It's
shows.
like a little multiplayer thing.
Yeah.
It's a cute little indie.
Mhm,
Yep.
mhm.
It's like a dungeon crawler or something.
Yeah.
Hey, this comes from Dan Ahmad over on Blue Sky, which you should be there. It's a nice, fun time. We're just vibing. It's nice, you know? The official PlayStation page now confirms the PlayStation 2 has sold over 160 million units, something I had already calculated 10 years ago. Okay, Dan. All right, relax. We still don't have an exact figure, but the thread below explains a theoretical maximum. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee. Now, we got this information straight from the horse's mouth as PlayStation has celebrated its 30 years anniversary with a little history on PlayStation page on their website of all the major products that they've had. Even the Vita there gets some love. So you may have been forgotten by them, but you were remembered almost 10 years afterwards. It's still cool though. So go check that out. It's on the PlayStation main page, and I'm a big history dork, so I gave it a good look through. But 160 million units. Golf clap.
Yay! Congratulations.
Congratulations. Money, please. Hey guys.
Really quickly, Joe.
Yeah.
The Black Harry Potter in chat says Juice World passed away, so that's why he's in the sky in Fortnite. It was a few years ago, but
Yikes on my part. All right. He's in the sky looking down. Okay.
In your defense, you didn't judge
You
him for
didn't-
being in the sky.
no,
you
you
were saying
didn't.
you're old because
You
you didn't know
didn't.
who he was.
Exactly.
Fair enough. I didn't
For
say something
anybody about to
stupid.
be angry in the comments, you were
he's
not
totally
judging
I
them.
did
fine.
not
I
know.
just want to put that out there.
Okay. Fair enough.
I didn't even
Fair enough.
realize that or remember that.
I think I
till
knew
that
that and
moment.
forgot. So thank you
Yeah.
for that.
Yep.
Thank
All
you
right,
for
fair
that.
enough. Thank you, Black Harry Potter. Thank you. Hey gang, quick what you been playing? Nothing?
Who you want to go first? Oh, I thought you were
Oh,
gonna kick into somebody to go
anybody.
first. I not much on the PlayStation side of things because I was traveling since last week,
Yeah.
but I do want to highlight a couple of games I played during Extra Life
Okay.
that are part of the Indie Game Awards that I think everyone should give a chance. UFO 50 is real good.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with UFO 50,
Mhm.
the developer I think it's called UFO Soft. I think that's the actual name of the studio. I'm gonna look
wow.
that up. But they essentially made a fake video game developer. Mossmouth are the ones who developed. That's right. Called UFO Soft, and they literally made 50 complete NES games. Like from start to finish, there are 50 different NES games, even sequels to some of the NES games that they have in there that
Okay.
they then, iterate on and add. Like they're taking feedback of the original game, and every game is playable from beginning to end. It's pretty incredible. It's
That's awesome.
It's quite a feat. Also, if you're a big narrative fan, I
Mhm.
will say Mike had me play it in full on stream. The themes are heavy, but it's one of the best narratives in gaming I played this year. Mouthwashing.
Mouthwash.
I've heard good things.
It's really, really good, but I will implore everyone. It
Mhm.
is very heavy at some
Okay.
parts in the story. I don't want to spoil it
Any
all.
themes that we should be aware of just for like a trigger warning?
Sure.
Or
yeah,
just...
are there trigger warnings at the beginning?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But I will say that sexual assault is referenced, and that is
Okay.
a big plot point.
Okay.
Fair.
But the story is really, really fantastic, and the
Mhm.
way they weave it, it's a very, very good experience, and it's like 3 hours long, so it's quick. That's really good. I also played Nine Souls, which I believe you can play on pick up on PlayStation Now.
It just now, yeah.
Really, really good game. It's very difficult. Joe, I think you're gonna love it because it's very Soulsy.
I heard
hence
it's
the name.
Sekiro-like. So
Also, there's a huge surprise that I did not realize. It's very early on. Like when you look at that game, you're like, "Oh, this game is set here." Nope, it is not.
okay.
It's very very cool. And trying to think if there are any other really big ones that I'm missing. I mean, I played more Balatro. That's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really really good.
I mean, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, that's coming out
It's
next
coming
week
to
on
PlayStation next week. I have not played that one yet.
Okay, fair enough.
I feel I might be too dumb for that one, but I'm gonna play it. And yeah,
I I'm too dumb.
oh my god, how can I forget? PC only game. It's called Grun or Groon.
I've seen a lot of people talk about this. What's this about?
It's a totally normal gardening game. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It's totally normal. Yeah, you just are trying to take care of the garden, and things happen, and
nothing crazy.
Sure, it's totally normal. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It's a good time.
Fair enough. Light, what have you been playing? Anything recent?
Nothing new since last week. I'm still playing Black Ops 2, which I'm loving. Loving. I think I probably have 3 missions left. So I think maybe like 1 or 2 more like videos of that I would be recording, but it's so good. I just found out what happened to Mason.
Ooh.
I didn't okay. You know.
Okay. You say Black Ops 2, right?
Black Ops 2, yeah. So I don't know if that's actually like the truth yet, but we find out a story beat about Mason, and I was just a little gobsmacked and could not believe it. And I played San Andreas, but I don't know if I had played that last stream or not.
Yes.
I'm still playing that.
Yep. Haven't
played any more of that since last stream, but I will be playing it this week.
Fair enough.
But I'm having a lot of fun with those.
What have I been playing that's not? Yeah, that's it. I've been playing a lot of Black Friday sales. Is what I've been doing. I bought Unicorn Overlord literally just before stream. Other than that, just more Veilguard. I got past Act 8, and I'm like, and I could see why friend of the show Ains was just like, the last acts are nuts. Cannot wait. Also, just a little update of who I romanced. I decided on Tash. Her story arc is really good. Sorry, their story arc is really good. And listen, she put me up against the wall. Sorry, they put me up against the wall, and I thought, I went, whoa, this is fucking cool.
I can't believe you're doing that to Harding. How could you?
Sorry, dude. Harding's a goody two shoes, dude. Taj is where it's at, man.
No, what I'm referencing is they have the hots for each other. If you take them on missions.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. There's a whole thing where Tasha's like, oh, what should I get her as a gift? Like, to.
Oh.
And because she doesn't really get it.
Yeah.
Or they don't really get it. Excuse me.
Yeah. Huh. See, I usually do Tosh and Emmerich because I just love their banter together, dude. It's so good. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, Tasha's like, you talk about dead people stuff. It's real good. I love how I don't know, they're so like just so blunt about everything. You know what I mean? Like so straightforward. Yeah. So I picked them. I was gonna go with Balara, but
that's my girl. We are officially exclusive in my Veilguard playthrough, wherever we are.
See, to me, I'm like, you know what? Tosh, certified hottie. They could give me uppies. Love that. Ever since, oh my god, what's her name? Karlak. Yep. I'm like, strong women that could give me uppies, great, right? Tosh has been added to that list. That said, Balara, she's a cutie. But then I decided she is a cutie, but she's also a cutie patootie, and I can't date a cutie patootie because she's just a cutie patootie. I just want to now pick her up in the palm of my hand and feed her some oats. So no romance. I've decided.
I have questions, but go ahead, Light.
Well, I probably shouldn't ask this question. So if you're going to be offended, fast forward 30 seconds. Does Tosh give you the PlayStation Portal tingles?
Listen, respectfully, I felt something. You know what I mean? It was a jolt. I was like, whoa. Again, that one's the one scene. They're very brasher, but they're very straightforward. And yes, now that again, but Balara, cutie patootie. What's the difference between a cutie and a cutie patootie? Great question, Kyle.
Follow-up question: why
Yeah.
do you want to feed her oats?
Oh, great. Feed it from the hand.
Is that part of like your mating ritual in real life? You just
No.
Okay.
So let me explain. A cutie is a cute looking chick, right? You're like, ooh, she's a cutie. A cutie patootie is just like they're just a cutie patootie. There's nothing romanticized about them or like sexual about them in any which way. They're just a cutie patootie. They're just adorable.
I get that. That makes sense.
Sure.
Yes, thank you.
For those of you that were betting on this podcast episode, the number of times Joe says cutie patootie, if you took the over, you won. Because I had it at 0, and I think you said it 9 times in the last 3 minutes.
Cutie patootie. But the feeding them oats is like, you know when you feed like a dog from the hand? Like a cute little puppy?
He went from a cutie patootie to a dog.
Yeah. Because dogs are automatically cutie patooties. That's what
Okay.
That's funny.
Okay.
the term is broad. So you feed a little doggy from the hand and it's cute. Or a little kitty cat, cutie patooties.
I love this episode. I don't know what's happening.
Same.
I think we've all lost our minds, and I love it. I love it.
All right, gang, are we holding on to something?
My sanity,
Sanity.
barely.
I was gonna say sanity's not one of them. I'm holding the ugly ass Fortnite controller.
I have a die.
There you go. Prepare the drop. Here are the latest deals and deals coming to the PlayStation storefront.
Ooh, I got a headache right now. On the 25th, Biomorph comes to PlayStation 5. Nine Souls hits PlayStation 5 today on the 26th, as well as Neon Blood. Ghostface comes to Mortal Kombat 1 today. Trombone Champ Unflattened comes to PSVR 2 today on the 26th. Raven's Watch, PS5, November 28th. Tokyo Psychodemic on the 28th. Snow Bros Wonderland on the 28th. Platform 8 on November 28th. Beyond Hanwell, November 28th. MXGP 24, the official game, November 28th. Gigabash Ultraman Rising on the 28th. Glitch Hero on the 28th. And that's it for November. Next week, we're going to be in December already.
Ow.
That gives me a panic attack. Whatever. I'm ready to turn to the page. Hey, this is the last segment, but it's our favorite segment. It's time for the Sony Pony Express.
Oh.
Cutie
Cutie patootie, cutie patootie.
patootie.
Katie writes in, hey guys, hope you're doing well. Once again, Kyle, congrats on the new awards. Thanks, Katie. So the weather, albeit not as cold as last week, is still fairly cold. The Starks are always right eventually. Winter is coming and winter is here. So my question this week, are there any types of games that you like to play at certain times of the year? Certain seasons of the year? Also, did we ever ask Light what is her awesome but uncomfortably sounding word? Much love, guys.
I was trying to say, is that her slanger or banger type of word?
No. Like, is there a word that you're don't like the sound of, like moist? I know a lot of people don't
that was
like
the
moist.
example I used. Yeah.
Oh, I don't mind moist.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't like mouth noises, so those will trigger me. But I don't think there's specific words that bother me. But don't mouth noise around me. I will.
Yeah. Trust me, where I work, like the guy that like our clients, they love the ASMR. We're eating a whole bunch of food. I'm like, take that to your room. I get really strained. I'm like, take that to your room.
I just realized that I forgot to torture Kelsey, Mike's wife and friend of ours. One of her least favorite words is kiwi.
What?
And I always like to say it when I'm around her because she's like, stop.
Does she not like the actual like texture of a kiwi, so that triggers,
I
or is it
believe
literally
she
just
likes
the word?
she loves the fruit. I think she doesn't like the word.
Because I knew
Mm.
someone you couldn't say the words wet sweater next to
Oh,
her
okay.
because she hated the feeling of like a wool wet
That's
sweater,
totally fair.
and she could like feel it, and she didn't like it. So you would say wet sweater, and it would literally give her hives because she
It's
was
like thinking of wet bread. Like
yeah.
I know
Ooh.
people
Or for
that
me, like
hate
sucking on the end of yarn, like when you would suck it.
that.
I hate it. It makes my teeth hurt.
Yeah, no.
Reese says clowns loudly chewing. That would be my downfall. If you need a way to end my existence, have a loudly chewing clown, and I'm done. I'm done for.
Yeah, chewing noises don't like. Kiwis, they trigger me. Fruit shouldn't have hair on it.
Sure.
But they're
Yeah.
just little cutie patooties. You just brush
Yeah.
them like a peach, like a peach.
It's a hairy
You
peach.
say you
I
don't like
know.
peaches?
No, peaches, if they're canned peaches, I can eat them. But peaches on their own, I don't like either. Texture throws me off a bit. It's a little rubbery. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, any type of game that we like to play at certain times of the year, certain seasons.
I have an
Like?
immediate go-to. Yes,
Go for
every
it.
November I have the urge to play Skyrim.
Hell yeah.
Every November.
Yeah.
It is the perfect November game, A, because it came out, but B, because in New York, that's when it starts getting overcast all the time. Typically, not this year, but typically, it's overcast. It's a little gloomy looking. It's kind of getting cold. It's wet. It's the perfect Skyrim game time.
I like that. I like that
great.
a lot. Yeah, for me, I'm easy, man. It's just Bloodborne whenever I get the itch. And yeah.
Bloodborne
Sweet.
feels like a Christmas game.
In
In December.
Oddly enough, I somehow find myself playing it in August.
Okay, polar opposite.
Yeah, total opposite. Like everybody's on the beach and like, now I want to just be emo and wear trench coats like in my youth.
When it gets cold out, wintertime, is when I typically like playing like meaty RPGs. Just bundle up with a blanket and just grind
Like
some
that.
levels, go on some quests.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Green Gorilla Gamer writes in, "Sup fam? Well, this is it.
What up?
The end of an era. I'm dropping my PS Plus subscription from premium to essential. With the hopes of a deal coming around for Christmas to boost up to extra. The fact that Black Friday deals are here and nothing exists for its most loyal subscribers at the premium tier, and my sub renews in 2 days, fuck that. A few classic games and VR2 titles aren't worth the $200 I'm shelling out. Do you really think PlayStation can keep people around at this cost? As for the Platties, looking forward to them as well as Kyle's awards over at 6-1. I have been brainstorming categories. I bring to you 2 different ones. Tearjerker and Forget Me Not. One being games that put you in an existential crisis, and the other being games that went way under the radar due to there being too many releases and more popular games but are worth your time. Hell, if when I start my own award show, I might use those, lol. If I think of anything else, Joe, I'll let you know. But dude, you have like 30 categories. It is very difficult.
That's right.
I'll have thoughts next week for The Last of Us 2. By the way, as we're recording, he is streaming the end of the game. Hopefully he finishes it. I might actually write up my first full review on this game. Very much looking forward to ending it tonight. That's not what you think it means, but it might be. Much love to y'all. God bless. So, can PlayStation keep people around at the $200 a year for premium?
No. That's way too much money, dude.
That's way too much.
No.
I think
Like,
I
you're
have the
shaking your head?
premium because I was thinking like with the channel, I'm gonna want. I don't think I have ever once booted up my PlayStation subscription to play a game from there ever.
Yep. Yep.
Never. Either like I don't know why. Maybe I'm just not in the habit of looking. I'm in the habit of looking on Game Pass. Maybe I need to get better in the habit of looking for PlayStation. But I feel like I never go to it, so I don't know why I have it. To be honest.
Yeah.
The only tier that's worth it is the one that you get the monthly games. And like the day one ones as of this moment. Yes, it's cool for me having like, the old school PS1 games coming back. Like the Soul Reaver games, I think was last month.
Yep.
Or like, getting Resistance. Awesome. Cool. I love that. For $200 a year, that's just not it. They need to be coming out with those like classic games at a more faster cadence.
Right. Yeah.
Than only a handful every month.
Yeah. And they all have to have trophy support and updated trophy support. Looking at you, Resistance. Updated trophies, please. But yeah, it would be a hard pass for me. I think actually next year I'll probably go down to extra because I see the value more in extra. Though again, the service has been getting better. It's like $200, man. It's still, that's a lot of cheddar for games that like I'm with Light. Like I play them, but not like deep enough where it's like, oh yeah, this is worth the $200. Like great example. Super excited for Time Splitters 2. And then I played it, and for the first 5 minutes, I was like, "How did I do this? This game sucks." Like it's inverted controls, which like
that's the only way to play. You're a
Yikes.
heathen if you don't play inverted. I stand by that. I'll fight you.
All right, fair enough. It's gross to me, and
Just kidding. I know I'm a weirdo. It's fine.
yeah, no, I'm gonna talk to RFK. We're gonna get inverted controls banned. It's just not the normal way to play. You gotta.
That is the normal way to play. You are playing the wrong way. Inverted is the original way to play.
Up is up and down is down. And
No!
You can't just switch it on people. It's not fair.
I've already got my daughter playing inverted, so she knows the correct way. This is the way I have spoken.
It's been
That's
decided.
fair. Ever since the worm ate my brain.
You are siding with a brain eater, a worm brain. Just to solidify your argument.
Yeah, he's working the controls of the brain with little rods.
Oh, man. The way I play was the original way. I don't want to hear it.
I played it on an Amiga.
You youths changed it.
Alex, Joe, not the RFK joke. I'm sorry, I have to. You talk to it, I can't help it. Neither can he, and I know it's mean spirited, but I don't like him, so I don't care. Kyle Stevenson, next question.
M9 Prime writes in, I saw the post for questions in the Road to Greatness room, but I assume posting here will be fine. So, question for the Sony Pony Express. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
So, Trophy Room crew, I hope you all are doing great, and happy Thanksgiving to you all, even though you guys are like a month too late. Kidding. No, you're a month too early, and I guess just joining in whenever. How do you feel about an amazing game having a lackluster reward when it comes to trophies? Just finished Alan Wake 2 and all the DLC, and when looking at the trophy list, I was disappointed. There is not a single gold trophy. There is simply a platinum, 3 silver, 1 for the main game and 1 for each DLC, and 85 bronze trophies.
Wow.
The trophy list itself is very fun to achieve and very doable, but I was a bit deflated when not a single gold was given. So if someone finishes the game and doesn't platinum it, all they get is a silver and a bunch of bronze, which feels incomplete to me. What are your thoughts? I know it's a virtual trophy that means nothing in the real world, but it still bugs me.
That's a good. I didn't even notice that.
It's bad.
It's bad. But why do I not like it? I have them all.
Because, like, to me, a bronze trophy is, like, early game stuff.
Okay.
Like, hey, you did your first parry, or you picked up your first collectible. But to have a bronze, that level of in-game achievement be the same as beating a big boss, doesn't... It hurts. Likewise, like, if everything's gold, yeah, cool for my trophy level, but they're not all the same. It's just a little thing I wish more developers were a little bit more consistent with when it comes to that.
That's fair. Like, I like Kyle's explanation. I don't really have much on it. Where do you fall on trophy levels? Do you think Kyle hit it out of the park here?
Yeah, I don't necessarily pay attention while I'm playing, but reading this, I'm like, that's weird. To me, and I think it's probably the old educator in me, and for those educators out there, I know this is technically not the correct terminology, but it's what sprang to mind. But I almost feel like trophies need to be scaffolded. So you need to have like the base ones, like Kyle said, the bronze, those are the ones that everyone's getting. Like everyone is going to get this. If you continue playing the game, you're getting this bronze. And then the silver are like, okay, this is just a little extra effort. So you did most of it already, but here's like a little extra, or here's one little thing you have to go out of your way slightly to find. And then the gold should be, you did this really cool thing, this really hard thing, this whatever, and then the platinum. So there should be a nice little mix. I think there should be maybe less gold because those are the harder ones to get and the more satisfying ones to get. But if everything is like bronze and silver, then it doesn't feel like you're necessarily working towards like
Yeah.
I don't know.
You just brought
Yeah.
so much anxiety back to my life describing lesson plans. Oh my god. I haven't thought about them in years. Oh boy.
Yep, every lesson plan you had to have your scaffold in there.
Oh, it was a lot.
I know someone, will not
We
say
made it
who.
out. We made it out, Kyle.
We sure did.
I've been hearing word on the street is a lot of teachers nowadays use Chat GPT for lesson plans, and it's a lifesaver.
That sounds really like a bad idea.
Bad.
Like a bad
Yeah.
idea.
You're letting the robots win. So,
These teachers you hear about using Chat GPT, do they happen to be stars of Costco?
yeah, they may know them.
Could they be related to you in some way?
Ooh, can't confirm or deny on that one.
I feel like there are
Sometimes.
certain states where I could see that happening. You know, like not to
Mhm.
diss Florida if you're from Florida. This is no shade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You're trying your best over there.
my cousin was not certified in education at all, instantly got hired to become a teacher.
Yeah.
I, however, had to have my master's degree,
Yep.
have a triple major for my bachelor's degree, and have to have 150 hours a minimum a year of extra training. We
Yep.
are not the same.
We are not.
We are not the same.
New York
and I can,
is
I can
intense.
tell you, I don't think that shit would fly in New York. I
Yeah.
could be wrong. I'm sure there
Yeah.
are teachers trying to get away with it, but I
Yeah.
feel like that's more of a non-master's
Yeah.
requirement teaching state thing.
You're saying you and your cousin that believes the earth is flat teaching the same class aren't equal?
God, I wish more people knew everything that New York-based teachers go through just to even get in the classroom.
Mhm. Just to graduate with my bachelor's, I essentially had to do
Yeah.
dissertation.
Yeah.
It's literally a binder. I still have it. It took me an entire year.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember that binder very well. And
The Ed TPA, look it up. Good
Oh.
times. Good times.
like the fact that you graduate, you get an initial teacher certificate. It might change back from when, but like then you had to teach a minimum of like 3 years worth of teaching within like a 5 to 7 year period to then get your
Mhm.
permanent teacher's license. So that way you're good on that front. That was a big hurdle because subbing, I could never hit that number.
Mhm.
And I had to keep applying for extensions, but you only get one extension. And then after that, you have to go back and take all your classes over again, retake all the teaching tests, do student teaching all over again. It fucking sucks.
Yeah, and the tests are a nightmare. There's like 8 tests you have to take depending on what you're trying to teach.
Yep.
It was. I would not be using ChatGPT to write my lessons. Let me just put it that way.
No, absolutely
Let me
not.
tell you, I think I'd be a great teacher in Florida.
Let me get off my soapbox here for a
Yeah.
second. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna just listen, kids. Solve your problems through violence. Duke it out. Not in my classroom, but like whatever. Bully the nerdy kids. They gotta get
I
strength
can't
somehow.
wait to go to Mr. Badman's
your
class.
skins.
He's showing another movie. We're watching Sonic again today.
We're watching Saw 2. He says it's for wood shop. Gonna be the cool teacher. I don't want to be the good teacher. I want to be the cool teacher that's selling kids cigarettes.
Hey, one year we did play video games for one of my lessons because I just did one lesson on ancient Egypt because I wasn't supposed to cover it, but it didn't sit right with
Nice.
me because it felt too important.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I did the origins, the walkable area.
Nice. That's
We did a whole lesson
Nice.
with that. We did stations, so you didn't get much time. You got like 5 minutes at the
Yeah.
station,
Right.
but still, kids freaking loved it. It was the coolest
That
teacher
was
ever.
awesome. Yeah.
I loved
Yeah.
lesson planning. It was so much fun.
The duality of that is we once snuck a 360 into our homeroom class, and we played, I forget what game it was, but we were able to, I think it was Gears of War. We were able to play with one of the subs.
In student teaching, I did a whole lesson on chess when it came to like medieval
Yeah.
battle planning and whatnot.
Love
That's
that.
dope.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. All right, cool. That's dope. Well, we turned that into something, guys.
Yeah.
Before we get on out of here, I do have one question I almost forgot to put in here. This comes from Sedwick over on Blue Sky. Again, you should go over there. It's nice. They say I'm gonna buy a game from a Black Friday PlayStation sale. Should I buy Alan Wake 2 or Spider-Man 2? Yeah. Yeah.
You don't put this evil on me.
I don't know.
What a choice.
Right? Real
If you are
Sophie's choice.
someone that cares, that equates hours of playtime to the price,
Mhm.
I would say Alan Wake 2 because I think that's longer. No? Spider-Man 2 was pretty short, wasn't it?
I actually think they're both kind
They're
of the
pretty- yeah.
same.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Then I take it back. Forget what I said.
I-
Nothing was said.
Man, this is complicated because they're both sequels. Have they
Mhm.
played the first entry in either one? If not, I think
Mm.
Spider-Man 2 might be the easier one to hop in and enjoy on its own merit.
Yeah.
Alan Wake 2, like, you can get by, and they do a decent job of letting you know who Alan was beforehand, but it can still be a little confusing. So if you had to choose one, I'd lean Spider-Man. But Alan Wake 2 definitely should be played at some point.
Yes, because like to me, it's like Alan Wake 2 is a very specific game for a very specific type of gamer. But if you're interested in it, then you are that kind of gamer. Where Spider-Man 2 is like a general audience, right? Like my brother's playing Spider-Man 2. You know what I mean? So like, I'm gonna lean on Spider-Man 2 because not to say that Alan Wake 2 isn't fun, but like Spider-Man 2 is a real experience that I think Sedwick would get more enjoyment from. I think. No, you know what? No. Sorry, Insomniac, y'all are the goats, and I love you. We're buying Alan Wake 2 because we need more sales of that game. 100, what is it? A million plus units of that game?
Uh-huh.
No. Buy Alan Wake 2, support small business. Remedy Entertainment, I'm counting it as small business. Go support your brick and mortar. Insomniac's fine. They sold 15 million of these bad boys. Alan Wake 2, support it. Yeah. Last but not least, I want to point out TZ22's comment in the chat. Bad Bits Fight Club Study Hall sounds interesting. That's right. But you already broke the first rule, TZ. And that qualifies you for a whooping.
Jesus.
Still need to see that movie.
Yeah, same.
I know that reference because who doesn't, but
Right, exactly.
need to see the movie.
All right, gang. That's been the chaos that's been the trophy room this
Oh my
week.
god, this episode, let me tell you.
It's beautiful. What a beautiful episode. Anything you'd like to spotlight before we get out of here, Teague?
I just released Braveheart. If any of you are interested in Braveheart, you can go watch that over on my reaction channel, which is Lightweight Reacting. I'm also still reacting to Band of Brothers, so you can check me out over there. Or if you like gaming content, Black Ops 2 and GTA San Andreas is over on Lightweight Gaming, again on YouTube. Feel free to check it out there.
Woo. Kyle
Yeah.
Stevenson? What about you, friend?
I'm Mr. K-Step pretty much everywhere. Go follow all the Indie Game Awards stuff over at Indie Game Awards on Blue Sky, and indiegameawards.gg for all the list of nominees and whatnot. That is happening on December 19th at 7 p.m. Eastern on both the IGN YouTube channel and our own YouTube channel. And if you're in the New York area, come to Brookland. and hang out.
Yes. That's right. That's right. And I would like to spotlight this beautiful thing right here. Look at this. The
How does it feel to be
DualSense.
God's favorite?
Yeah.
Ooh. Honestly, pretty great sometimes.
So before
Yeah.
I left, you texted us late and you're like, managed to.
What?
I thought that was the second one. I was about to flip out on you.
No. The 25th
For
whatever
the
version of the
Dual
Dual
Shock.
Shock.
Yeah.
Holding a Dual Shock after holding a DualSense Edge or whatever DualSense. Guys, amazing control. I love it.
Yeah.
How did we do it? Nubs feel good, but like the triggers feel like
Mhm.
rinky dinky, you know?
But what
like
what
that.
I was gonna say is you managed
Right.
to secure us a controller.
I was gonna say back to the important question.
Yeah.
Any
You're right.
updates?
ADHD took me off.
When do we know?
That's, you know what? Let's find out. Gmail.com.
And are they going to you?
They're going to me
Okay.
first,
Okay.
and then
He sold
okay.
them already. Like.
Yeah, so it's gonna be Verizon reminder. We're processing your order. Take our survey. Okay.
Nothing yet.
It's still pending. So special
Okay.
update. We noticed your order was pending.
Hmm.
I don't like that
So,
sign.
I don't either.
Listen,
But
I
it-
wanted to see you at the New York Game Awards in my nice little dress and get my cool controller.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
Damn
working
it.
on it. Could I say something before like we get on out of here?
Mhm.
It's actually a goal. Like, I've been losing the weight,
Yeah.
whatever, looking good, feeling great, getting the confidence back in me. I could do a spin now successfully.
Whoa.
One of the goals is like I want my first time meeting T in person. I want to be under 320.
Aw.
So like that has actually been something that's been motivating me. I'm like, because I feel like that is going to be like I want to present myself as like the best version of me. It's nice. And maybe I'm going to try to steal your husband from you. I don't know anymore. I don't know. Tosh put me up against the wall. I feel different now. Everybody, that's been the Trophy Room, a PlayStation podcast made by the players for the players. If you like what you heard here, and why not, please support the show over at patreon.com/PS Trophy Room or rate us 5 stars over on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And with all that said, with all that out of the way, everybody, we love y'all. Keep your wits about you. Keep hunting and keep playing PlayStation. See you guys.
Bye. Love you. We are off.